Top of the
You
game,
realize
you're
you're
legends.
live, right?
Each got the strength of an army. Cut down a man in a second. Don't wanna mess with the sun in. Fists that are stronger than
Oh my
weapons.
God,
Stacking them out of the bodies. We're gonna teach you a lesson. Don't wanna mess with the sun in. Naga, put him in the coffin like Gara. Harder, hammer grip tight like Garda's father. Cause I bought sons like his armor. Old hands and Ardy looking like Baba Yaga. I'll make them shake, coming around. They don't stand a chance. A solid snake, hidden sound. You don't hear the experiment on them like Yosis. Lit him like Moses. I make the cure and diagnosis. I leave you looking like Cleo with venom. I bring the most lethal of doses. Oh shit, swallow them whole, that's some throat shit. Bitch, you should know this. Slither and snake with the potions. Focus, conjure I'm wearing this. Gives like his clothes. Washing these insects and pop them like roaches. Snakes in the grass like it's walking for a flame. Battle in the valley, will be snakes on a plane. Ain't with the Akaski, but I'm still bringing pain. Even like a robber, here I'm doing this again. Medusa, how they change when I'm freezing them in place. Operation like the game when I rearrange the face. Leaving right out unafraid, I reanimate the greats. Adam and Eve, you can't trust a snake. Top of the game, you were legends. Each got the strength of an army. Cut down a man in a second. Don't wanna mess with the sun in. Fists that are stronger than weapons. Stacking amount of the bodies. We're gonna teach you a lesson. Don't wanna mess with the sun in.
Yeah, it's suit nutty, I rip shoot buddies. A sick chick that is the fifth Okage. I've been it, the princess who is Halle. Favorite, I probably hit it for Saratame traders. I tried to get a rock to my colleague Dan. If I kept it on me, damn, we'll look out for each other. The thought that I would quit, thought that I would jump ship. But now I'm coming back to avenge my brother. They know me as a medical leader, the ones who powers for strictly healing. Well, that's what the story told. But I'm giving out knots, I should write and the root. So I guess it's more my name means morning road. But still hands, if you think you're a real man and try to cross me, then you've been a fallen hole. So leave with generosity, but if they hostile, see, I put my foot down on them and the ground explodes. See, my chakra abilities is obviously realer. I'm healing with my inner spirit, and you should be killing this shit. I'll be killing your armies. It's a physical difference. I'm in it for bringing the peace, but first I'm bringing the vengeance. I'm gonna be gambling with your life. You better be ready to lose it. And if you try to come on to this, you better be ready to use it. They foolish, they try to ruin me because I'm superhuman, and now I'm gonna give my jewel to my student, the roots, I'm gone.
Top of the game, you were legends. Each got the strength of an army. Cut down a man in a second. Don't wanna mess with the sun in. Fists that are stronger than weapons. Stacking amount of the bodies. We're gonna teach you a lesson. Don't wanna mess with the sun in.
Jiraiya on fire, nobody could match my desires. My mission is filling these women, collecting more waifus than Gidget. Gotcha. Jesus of the hidden village, gathering disciples, writing words like it's the Bible. My dedication is tribal. Meditation, survival, I like it old school. Sensei of the pain, when I talk my shit, that's toadstool. Looking for the chosen one to pass the torch. A hidden leaf straight off the willow, cause I whip my hair back and forth. I don't really sweat when the fight go off, so now they don't know that she really in love. Someone got my boot that she could get the tongue. I don't really care where your crew come from. Chakra is grande. I turn on the right of Hokage. Got a slick jaw, yeah. She opening me up when I'm pulling up with my ultra big balls.
Top of the game, you were legends. Each got the strength of an army. Cut down a man in a second. Don't wanna mess with the sun in. Fists that are stronger than weapons. Stacking amount of the bodies. We're gonna teach you a lesson. Don't wanna mess with the sun in.
What's up, Redsky? How you doing, buddy?
I'm alright. What about you? Are we?
I'm
we're-
good. Well, yeah, we're live.
Okay. Cool.
It takes a little bit, you know? Had to get everything set up. Apparently, and I just learned this, after I hit live, after I go live in OBS, I have to then go back into YouTube Studios and click on the window and make sure that it's actually connected to the stream, and then it will go live. So, yeah.
That's just so weird. Whenever I stream through OBS, I literally just click start live and then it just starts.
Well, unfortunately, that's not how it works for me. So, anyways, guys, we're probably gonna have a short stream tonight. I don't think the Pieman situation is.
It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, holy shit. But it's not like there's 10 different videos we have to go through for it, right? Typically we have to sit through and watch a 40-minute fucking video, and it's like, are we really gonna be able to get through all this? And typically it's like, I mean, I guess it just depends on how distracted Crow is, but I think we'll actually be able to cover everything related to the Pieman thing tonight. But there's a couple other things I just want to touch up on. First off, holy shit, you see what's going on in Canada right now, right?
I kind of stopped paying attention to that, but I can only assume it's getting worse.
Well, okay, so it's worse in the sense that, I mean, the protests are essentially over, right? The cops came in and jackboot thugged the shit out of everybody there, right? I mean,
shit.
Well, okay, so they actually beat people. They actually trample people with horses, right?
I remember that.
Yeah. Well, the trample people with the horses is the worst one, because the Ottawa Police Twitter account was like, nobody was injured, everybody got back up, somebody threw a bicycle at one of our horses, but the horse is okay. And I'm like, a lady got trampled and she's dead, and you fuckers are tweeting this shit, right? So anyways, they cleared the protest out, right? And then Trudeau goes and makes a statement that the emergency isn't over and he needs his emergency powers for like foreversies, because the emergency is never over as long as the despot says it isn't.
My God.
So yeah, it's gotten really bad over there. It's just it's really interesting that Trudeau is like mask off, demanding emergency powers for life, right?
Yeah.
But there's
fucked.
Oh, dude, it's really fucked. So, back when it was legal to donate to the protest, plenty of people donated to him. People donated after Trudeau made a bunch of those statements, and after Trudeau went to the courts, and the courts made it legal to do those donations and everything. But the people donated beforehand, and their bank accounts have also been shut down by the Canadian government.
Oh God.
Yeah, so it's insane what they're doing in Canada. It's a massive wake up call for a lot of people who didn't think that it was that bad. But yeah, like I don't know what you want me to say. If the government can basically go in and shut down your bank account because you donated $50 to a protest before they went to the courts and made that illegal, you have a serious problem. You have a serious fucking problem. And when your prime minister has cleared out the non-violent protest by being violent, and then goes and says, I need emergency powers foreversies, I think Canada's completely fucked. I think they're completely fucked. I don't think Trudeau is ever going away. I think he'll be prime minister for life, until the emergencies are over. It's either for life or the emergencies are over. So definitely for life.
So basically he's doing a Putin.
I mean, in a sense, yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. When you really think about it, everything people said was going to happen in Canada fucking happened, and you still have people blindly defending it. I guess there's like some sort of fucking poll out that says like more than half of Democrats in the United States fully support everything that Trudeau is doing. And I'm like,
fucking AIDS.
That's how you know that you're wrong. That's how you know that you are 100% fucking wrong. That's how you know that you support the thing that sucks when you say fucking fascism is it's been so overused and used completely incorrectly that when you say it, people are like, but like, no joke, this is legit fascism. Like, this is the state coming in, jackboot thugging the shit out of people, demanding powers for life that are completely illegal. And these assholes show up in full support because it's not like the measures themselves are the issue. It's the cause, right? The cause of these protests are anti-mandate. So that means that they're in full support of being, fascist, authoritarian. They don't give a shit because they don't support the cause. So they support anything that shuts that cause down. When you relate it to the protests that we had over here, it's the things that were going on in Canada were just nonviolent. They were just very disruptive. And I guess that disruption is now terrorism or something. I don't fucking know. It is very bad though. It is very fucking bad. It's the weirdest thing. I can see so with this stream elements thing, I can see where it's like, so and so has subscribed to your channel, but I don't know what it means when it's telling me that I have members, right? Like, it's telling me that Danny Claw became a member, Dreamseeker EX became a member, and I don't know where they're becoming members on, because like the
YouTube probably. Because if it's linked with your YouTube account, that's where you. Because I don't think they have
But I'm
memberships on
demonetized.
Stream Elements.
But I'm demonetized. So.
Are you sure it's not showing your past?
No, because it's saying Danny Claw became a member 1 day ago, and it's saying that Dreamseeker EX became a member 3 hours ago.
That's weird. I don't know.
And it says Demon King Drago became a member 4 days ago. So.
Well, if one of them is in the chat, maybe they can clarify.
Yeah. I'm wondering where they're becoming members on, because I don't know if it's something else through Stream Elements that you can do. But
what if they're just like pirating YouTube memberships?
That'd be interesting. That'd be really interesting. I just don't know if it's something else that you do when you do a tip on Stream Elements that I just don't see, but I'm just wondering what it means by they're becoming a member, if that means that that's just a subscription. But I am appreciative. It's just I don't know what you became a member on.
Yeah, because for mine, it says it's on YouTube. So, like,
right?
I don't know it's probably through, like, Stream Elements or something. Like, who knows?
Hold on. I'm fact checker. Martial law in Canada was revoked, and violence wasn't even that great, and came mostly from the protesters. Rightus, you're full of shit. Like, this is the thing that pisses me off. People go like, oh, fact check, that's incorrect. The government said that didn't happen, so therefore it didn't happen. Shut the fuck up. Like, I am so tired of this shit. Like, this is the basic defense of the stuff that happens in Canada, is just, well, no, the violence was actually the protesters. You're wrong. Like, no, like, I'm done with this shit. You know what's really fucked up about everything that happened with that protest? The government would say something, and then every fucking news outlet in support of them bashing in the anti-mandate protesters' faces would then run with it and not question a single fucking thing being said, right? The only time people started to question it was when Trudeau started calling them terrorists, and then you had some people on the left going, whoa, wait. We don't want you labeling people disrupting the economy as terrorists, because we do that shit all the time. Fucking hell, dude. Fucking hell. That was the only time they actually questioned anything Trudeau was saying. And even then, it was very tepid. There was only a few people saying it. And their communities were like heavily against them for daring to question what the Canadian dictatorship was pulling on its citizens. Holy shit, dude. I've had the fucking I've had to read through the fucking statements from the Ottawa police, and they don't back any of it up, by the way. They don't back any of it up. They went to GoFundMe and they said the protesters are actually violent. Have you charged anybody? No. Okay. Do you have like some incidents that you can No! Stop questioning us! Well, that was all they needed to do, was go to GoFundMe and get the GoFundMe taken down, was just accuse the protesters of being violent. They didn't have to charge literally anybody. They just had to accuse the protesters of being fucking violent. That was it. And that
that's how it works
GoFundMe
these days. An accusation is just enough.
Well, depending on what they're protesting. Because to be clear, right, during the Black Lives Matter riots and protests, there were many GoFundMes that went live. But I think one of the most interesting were the GoFundMes for the CHOP zone, the illegal occupation in Seattle, right? There was many GoFundMes, and there was much violence going on there. Much provable violence, including murders, right?
Oh my god.
And those GoFundMes were allowed to stay live. The GoFundMes for several Black Lives Matter riots were allowed to remain live, because the cause was really what mattered, right? If you were, protesting for Black Lives Matter, COVID restrictions didn't actually matter, right? But, like, the 4th of July barbecues? Well, hell fucking no! Shut that shit down! You can't celebrate America, but if you're protesting America, that was okay. Right? Now, if you're protesting what the government is telling you to do, that's not okay. I mean, like, it's just stupid, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, again, like, look at this Redis guy. when police stepped in, protesters became violent, and police were made to use force. The cops didn't want to take their horses and literally trample old women, right? So that's why they went to Twitter and then lied about how someone threw a bike at the horse. You fucking idiot.
Is this a sir?
I think what we're seeing is like an actual bootlicker.
Seems like it.
Or we have somebody that lives in Ottawa and was so upset over the mean old honking that they're in full support of the police getting violent with the protesters. And they will actually, it was the protesters getting violent. Honking those horns was disturbing their beauty rest. Fucking pig. Piece of shit.
Jesus Christ, Crow. I think you need to tone it down just a little bit.
Well, let's move on to the main topics for the night. Actually, let's take a quick detour. Tipster, I guess, is a little bit mad. I guess this is in regards to Grimsey's video.
Oh, really? The one on John Swan?
No, I think the one that he did on him.
But that was a while ago.
Yeah, well, Grimsey's the one that was talking about it on Discord, so I'm just looking at it going like, this is interesting. But here, let me see exactly. Hold on, give me just a quick second. You can see everything I'm looking at, Redsky. So
yes.
Okay.
Oh my God, there's me.
Yeah, there's you. But like, I saw this in the chat today. I was like, what the fuck? And it's I guess Tipster complaining about something that Grimsey did in his video, because Grimsey included some segment on Susie Liu, and I guess he didn't like that. I guess he wasn't a fan of Susie Liu being brought up, but
the thing is, it's like when you're talking about like Tipster and Johnson and those guys, that was like one of their big stories.
I know.
So like, doesn't it seem a little counterproductive to like not talk about it?
Well, so I guess the argument now is that essentially that shit is old, right? Side note, Susie Liu is old news. The fact that people bring up my coverage of her 2 years later as some kind of own is kind of lame. But whatever you got to do to feel validated, you do you, pal. I mean, I get the sentiment.
Okay,
I gotta sentiment.
Say, no, yeah. The thing is, it's like anything you do on the internet is gonna follow you no matter what you think or like what you want.
I mean, for the
like
most
any
part,
story, like people will be petty. That's just how it is.
Yeah. GG Evan, thank you for the tip. Horse Lady is still alive. I sent it to you on Twitter. Wait, Horse Lady?
Who's Horse Lady?
I don't know a Horse Lady. I know a
Is it Connor's girlfriend?
You're not supposed to make fun of Connor, okay? You're not supposed to.
I don't know. Diorio did it.
Well, yeah. See, here's the thing. What I've learned is if you're in the friend group, you can make the jokes. If you're not in the friend group, then you're insulting their character. Fucking hell, dude! It's hilarious.
You were the creator of the joke. I don't give a shit. Whatever.
I know, it's funny as shit though. It literally is. I mean, like they get so offended by it. It's nuts to me, right?
I don't know. I don't give a shit.
Well, first off, GG Evan, thank you again for the tip. Guys, we are currently demonetized. If you do want to support the channel, link is in the description. I just put it in the chat. You can send us a tip there, and I will read it.
Courtesy of Ohmwrecker.
Courtesy of Ohmwrecker, that piece of shit. Okay, so I just thought it was funny. Like, the Susie Liu thing, yeah, it is old, but I don't think it is 2 years later, because I think him and Susie Liu continued to get into it like last year, right? And it was over his coverage of her. So And the fact is, you're bringing it up again here. You're addressing it here. I don't know. I don't think it is invalid to bring it up and point out that there are some questionable things that happen there. And a lot of people are in support of it because Susie Lou is a bitch. Like, I fully get it. But yeah, Tipster did do a fuck ton of videos on her. She caught him for cyberbullying. And yeah, I mean, the way YouTube's rules work, everything is cyberbullying.
Dude,
but when you do that many
Leafy
videos,
got taken down with the Pokemon shit for like less.
Leafy didn't even get taken down for the Pokemon for making content on Pokemon. He got taken down for clickbaiting people with Pokemon's name. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean,
I thought she flagged him for targeted harassment.
I mean, targeted harassment. I think the problem was he would like put Pokemon's name in the title, and then it would be a stream on crypto. Like, it was shit like that. Yeah. So I don't know.
That is against terms of service, but so many people get away with it. It's like, it's not really that big of a deal, but whatever.
Well, Leafy is always was on a very tight rope with YouTube. So the moment they had the chance to smack him down, they took the opportunity and just slapped him hardcore across the face, and there was nothing he could do about it.
Well, at least he got the bag when he did.
Yeah, I mean,
he invested in crypto and dipped.
Well, and his Crow, why don't you set a chat bot to post links and stuff? Okay, look, man, I'm very low tech and very boomerish when it comes to this shit, so you'll just have to deal with me posting it myself because I have no clue how to set up any bots or anything. I tried to. I did. The Discord bot is working again. The Discord widget works, so you can see Redsky talking whenever he chooses to talk. But other than that, no, we don't really have anything there. Ritus says that LOL right, censor me as I speak too much truth. Well, actually, Ritus, let's see here. I believe the Canadian government is heavily censoring people in Canada for talking about this. So you're in support of what they're doing in Canada. So why shouldn't I just act like the people that you support and put and have my mods just put you in timeout after timeout after timeout after timeout after timeout? Because I don't personally like what you have to say. See, that's the problem when you actually support free speech, is you're held to standards that these little pieces of shit will violate in a fucking second, right? I think what's the thing? Gosh, I can't remember who said it, but it's something like when you're in power, I will beg for free speech because it's to your values. When I'm in power, I will censor you because that's my value. Some stupid shit like that. But it's for the most part, it seems to be true, right? When people are in power, that when the left isn't in power, then they'll hold you to free speech and to giving them the right to protest and all these things, right? Because you actually do support these things. The moment they have power, they'll fucking take a bat and start beating you over the fucking head and telling you to shut up because they don't support your right to free speech. But they know you support theirs, so I mean, fucking hell, dude. But again, the stuff as far as like the stuff in Canada, I mean, what do you want me to say? Like, the live streams are up, the videos are up, we can see the police getting violent. I mean, the CBC ran a broadcast where they unfortunately showed a protester in cuffs on the ground as a cop got on top of him and repeatedly beat him. And the CBC never mentioned that the cop was openly just beating the ever-loving shit out of a guy handcuffed on the ground because they're in support of the cops beating the ever-loving shit out of people as long as it's the cause that they don't support, right? Fucking hell, dude, it's hilarious. Okay, so what happened with Pieman? What happened with Pieman?
Do you really want to know?
Okay.
I'm just warning the folks in chat right now. It is really fucking graphic.
It is, and I've got to be honest with some of this stuff. Like what? Like these are all minors involved in this shit.
I know. Well, that's
These
the
are
other
all
really
minors
fucking
involved
thing.
in this
Is
shit.
they're under the age of 18 and they're doing stuff like this. Like holy shit! Like you guys, your parents fucking failed you.
Yeah, like I don't even know what happened. Like the parents are not involved in any of this shit. It's insane. But
Not surprised, but like, Jesus.
yeah, and I gotta say, I think the Lucy guy is, I don't know. I guess that would be like the big bad person here.
His name is fucking like Lucifer, and then I can't say the word because it's an organization.
I mean,
Yeah.
like you can see what the Twitter ad is here.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, satanic.
Antifa. It's
Are we
fucking-
allowed to say that on stream?
Wait, Antifa?
I thought we weren't allowed to say that on stream.
We're fully demonetized. What's the fucking matter? Say whatever you want. Like it doesn't matter. So like over here, current one being at Satanic Antifa, right? I mean, so like you can go check. I guess this person has put out a twit longer against Pieman. Just
It isn't. They just basically admit to what they did. Pretty much all it is.
Yeah. So, and I guess Aiden is the one that's put out a lot of the stuff against Pieman, and he did post. I didn't even hold on. Was it here? Oh yeah, Smart Alec. I guess responded to this, but there's a
Smart Alec got shat on.
Yeah,
It was
so
awful, dude.
wait, what happened with Smart Alec? What do you do?
No, Aiden basically tried to twist it and say that Smart Alec was pro Pieman.
The fuck? Okay. You know, look, man, here's the thing. Smart Alec did point out that yes, Pieman was trying to do something to protect somebody.
But they fucked it all up. That's the thing.
Completely fucked it all up. That's what Smart Alec posted, and I
apparently
saw,
it makes him pro.
Well, I saw Aiden like come in and just say that's blatantly dishonest, and I'm like, no, it really isn't. It's cut and dry what fucking happened, but it just doesn't make Pieman sound like the complete fucking deviant that Aiden was portraying him as. That's about it. Like, but you can't be honest in these situations. You really can't. Like, someone has to be completely evil. There can be no nuance when you're going
unnecessary evil.
Yeah, like you can't deal with any layer of fucking nuance in these situations. But there was this portion that he like I guess recorded with Pieman's permission, right? Where because Pieman like said he was trying to twist his words or something. Like that part there, I do want to play because I didn't know that Aiden had recorded Pieman. Because I guess Aiden was accusing Pieman of some other shit, and I don't know if there's proof of it. Or
I think he posts it later in the thread. Because he accused, so he left a comment on Sen's stream where we went over it, basically saying that Sen like avoided the context and like scrolled past the tweet where he posted it, but he hadn't posted it at the time we were looking.
Oh, is it?
He
is this the thread here?
Yes, he updated the thread later, but like at the time that we were looking at it on stream, he hadn't posted it yet.
Okay. Well, okay, so. What is this? So you asked someone to send you a video of a 10-year-old being raped. That's the other thing. That is completely fucking illegal.
It's fucked, dude.
Yeah, it's completely fucking illegal. And look, we're talking legality, morality. There is, so Pieman's reasoning for requesting this from this person is that he wanted to use it as evidence against them, and according to Pieman, he says that he then sent it to the FBI. Now,
you didn't need to ask for it in order to send it to the FBI.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't need to take possession of it to contact the FBI. In fact, contact the FBI would then make you responsible for having received it. So, look, the morality of that situation is that Pieman is trying to use it as evidence against somebody, but also he's literally requesting.
Okay.
Receiving
word of advice, never asked for that
to
shit.
doing
oh my
all
God. Like,
yeah,
he should, they should know this.
Is Pieman of a questionable?
Pieman, I don't know what they are, so I'm just saying it for
okay.
Like androgynous sake, but yeah, okay. I mean, it's like anybody should know that when you're like just never fucking ask for cheese pizza.
Finn Jr. in the chat was like, regardless of intent, you're still asking for it, and possessing it. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. So look, I mean, the legality of it is that Pieman is literally admitting to committing some serious fucking crimes here. Morality of the situation would be that Pieman is not doing it because he actually wants to have it. He's doing it because he's trying to put somebody away that seems to be an actual fucking threat. So I do want to go through the twit longer, because this person that he did it to, or that he received it from, seems to be like an actual fucking predator. I like that'd be it. There you go. That'd be the situation. It is 100% a really fucked up thing. But yeah, I mean, holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess this is the other stuff here that I guess he updated later. So now this Lucy person has made statements about Olivia Pieman. I didn't know Pieman's name was Olivia. And
yeah, they transitioned, I think.
Fucking hell, man. What is...
It's confusing. I say they for...
Okay, all right. Jesus Christ. All right. So now this Lucy person made statement, and if this is true, both Pieman and Lucy are irredeemable in my eyes. Look, the thing is, I don't know how much I trust anything that comes out of the Lucy person's mouth, right? Like, they admit to... Okay, so their twit longer is them admitting to everything Pieman is accusing them of, and Pieman's accusing him of some serious shit, so it would make sense to me that Lucy would try to take Pieman down with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
If Lucy is now making a claim against Pieman, the reason why this whole fucking Google Doc that we will get to here is even coming out is because Pieman went to an individual who is 14 years old and told this individual, hey, this Lucy person who is setting up this in real life meeting with you has told me that they are going to rape you, right? And this is all true. And then this 14-year-old goes to Lucy and says, hey, so Pieman says you're going to rape me. And then Lucy starts dropping all of their DMs with Pieman to make Pieman out to be like this fucking deviant, right? So I'm not sure that I would trust anything at all that comes from Lucy, because the reason why they started dropping DMs on Pieman was because Pieman was correctly informing an individual that Lucy was planning to rape them. Mm-hmm. So, like, this whole situation is just so... I mean,
both are like in the wrong. There's no excusing either of them, especially Lucy, but like Pieman, I don't think they should be let off the hook.
Well, look, I'm not saying leave them off the hook, okay? Just to be clear. I'm not saying leave them off the hook. I'm saying that this situation is completely fucked, right? The situation is completely fucked. I'm not saying let anybody off the hook. I'm just saying that I don't trust that Lucy is being honest when they're making claims about Pieman, when their initial reaction to their plots for rape being exposed was to run around and try to discredit Pieman immediately. And then go on later and admit that everything that Pieman is accusing them of is true. So I don't... It seems insane to me that you would then believe the things that this person is like stating, but that is all I am saying. That is literally
Crow, do you know that your
saying.
OBS interface is showing?
Huh?
Do you know that your OBS interface is showing on the screen?
No. I'm sharing screen on Discord. It's not showing on the. It's not showing.
Oh
on the
shit, that's right.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're seeing things that they can't see. Don't worry, Redsky. We're fine.
Oh god, I'm seeing things that they can't see. Am I going insane?
I was like, what do you mean? I got like seriously freaked out there, and I'm like, wait, hold on, Redsky.
The acid's tripping me up.
Okay, so again, I'll read through what Lucy's accusing Pieman of. It's just I don't trust Lucy. Like, I really don't trust.
When you say Lucy, I think of fucking Lucy from the Peanuts gang. I'm sorry, but I just can't help it.
Really? Because because no joke. Because I'm a fucking weeb. I keep thinking of Rob Lucy from One Piece.
Yeah, sorry.
You have no clue who that is.
Much anime. Yeah,
no. But like,
as Grimsy would say, not a weeb.
Well, he's a very important villain in One Piece, so that's why I think of Rob Lucy. But oh my gosh, Ridus is from fucking Australia. No wonder he's a little boot-licking fascist. Fucking hell, dude. I tell you, like, all the fucking Aussies are fucking broken
Plus
mentally.
they have John Swan. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, fucking hell, dude. But no joke. Like, seriously, Australia was like the fucking worst. I mean, they literally built concentration camps there, and every step of the way, you had people in Australia defending it. No, they're international arrival bungalows, and like, no. Then they started going around and arresting like their own citizens and tossing them into the camps, and they still defended it. So like, I just don't fucking trust anything that comes from an Australian's mouth at this point. Call me racist. I don't think that it's racist that I'm saying that the fucking country of individuals, their government, are full of fucking liars and their citizens defend it. I mean, fuck, dude. Holy shit. Oh, wait, Omega lol. What do you mean, damn crow? No, I mean 100%. I mean 100%. The stuff that fucking the Australian government did and that many people in Australia defended, man, I would not trust anything that comes out of their mouths at this point. Like, holy shit, yeah. Back it up. Fucking hell.
Run.
Yeah, dude. Like, it's not racist to point out that the nation as a whole has come, like, that's fuck, dude. As far as like at this point, it's when I bitch about fucking the Chinese government and what the fucking Chinese people defend. Like, holy shit, man. Yeah, there are definitely people in those governments that don't support what those governments do. And yeah, I'm in full support of them, but like, holy shit. Like, Jesus Christ, like, your nation is corrupt. Your nation is fucking evil. There's no defending that shit. There's no defending what's going on in Canada either. But you'll see people try to do it. I see people try to defend what the Chinese government does to the Uyghur Muslims all the fucking time. They're
literally committing like an ethnic genocide or something, right?
Yeah, exactly, right?
But the actress from Mulan,
don't say anything bad about the Chinese. Don't say anything bad about the Chinese government, because that could be seen as you saying like bad things about, you know, people who are Chinese. Like, it doesn't work that way, fuckers. Holy
the government
shit.
Isn't the race. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Like, holy shit.
Jesus Christ. These people are a circus.
Oh, God, they absolutely are. Oh, man. But it's going to be a fun night with Ridus in the chat. I absolutely love Loyalist. So now, okay, so let's read this. Pictures of people. Olivia sent pictures of people in decreasing age to me. At this point in time, she and I had been doing sexually explicit. Okay, so Pieman is she now. Okay, all right. I didn't...
Yes.
Okay, all right. I apologize for misgendering Pieman earlier.
Woman. Well, we don't. I just say Pieman.
No,
that's what they go by.
Yeah, so let's keep talking about this. At this point in time, she and I had been doing sexually explicit things bordering on extremely taboo. For example, I would play into her incest kink when she was horny. And
it's fucking disgusting.
God, yeah, this is really what I want to be talking about tonight. She wanted to be my daughter and things of that nature. Okay, she sent pictures of people and told me their ages after I said if I would have sex with them. I'm only attracted to my age range 15 to 19 or so. I did not ever say I would have sex with anybody in the single digits. The lowest age I said I was 12, and that was playing into the things Olivia had talked to me about before. And she mentions the two of us deleted chats, and I didn't screenshot anything, but she did mention things having to do with younger children, even asking me if I would rape the son I had with my partner in the future. I'm not... Okay, like... Here's my problem. Lucy admits to going very low, and the issue is, I don't trust what Lucy is saying here. I really don't. But again, they could be telling the truth. It's just like their credibility is so fucking shot. For me, I don't feel comfortable going out and making the claims that certain people are making about Pieman based on the statements Lucy is putting out. Like, if it comes out from Lucy, I just don't fucking trust it. I mean,
out of the two of them, Lucy is definitely like the least credible. Is basically what you're saying.
Oh fuck, dude! So. I love fucking Ritus. Yes, censor those who disagree. That's democracy and work right there, isn't it? Fucking hell, dude.
Cope.
Fucking hell, dude. Like, that's literally what your fucking government did to people. That's literally what they did to people. Your fucking government. Fucking hell. They literally censored people that disagreed with them. That's what the fucking Canadian government did. They started censoring people that disagreed with them. Fucking
dude, Canada's the next to Australia.
Oh man, it's fucking great. Like, and I don't think anyone has censored them in our like, I don't think our mods have done anything to them. I think somebody has said that they would.
Well, we're very pro free speech over here.
Yeah, like that's the detriment of being pro free speech. The people who are anti free speech will demand that you give them their right to free speech, but the moment they have the ability to censor you, they will do it 100%. Dude, okay. Sorry, like the Canadian thing, the fact that I can weave this in with the Pieman drama is great because
I think Pieman's Australian too.
I thought Pieman was British.
I think it's either British or Australian. I thought it was Australian. Or can maybe correct me on that if he's in the chat or anything, but
yeah, I don't know. Okay, it gets so much worse. Pieman accepted nudes of their friends without permission from someone they believed to be a pedo to use the images until they were done with them. Okay, bro.
That's...
Okay, Aiden, like, shut the fuck up. Like, this is the thing where I just have so many issues with people in commentary. Like, holy fuck, man.
Well, I just was getting annoyed because Aiden was like getting a little too
this is
white knighty over
this
shit.
This
I don't know.
Is way over the line with how he is phrasing this shit. Let's be clear. Pieman and Lucy are in the same friend group. Okay, Pieman was getting nudes of his friends from that same friend group from Lucy. Pieman is 16 years old, Lucy is 17, and the age range of the friend group, it seems like the youngest person in there is 14 years old, okay? There you go. Like, are you trying to accuse Pieman of being a pedophile. Like, I mean, just fucking come out and fucking say it if you want to, because you are teetering so heavily. I think you're, to be clear, I think Aiden is actually going over that line right now by trying to say he's getting nudes of his friends from somebody that he believes to be a pedophile. What? Like, here's the problem with that. Pieman was romantically involved with Lucy, and they're all minors. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I mean, holy shit. And that's bad enough. That's bad enough. To be clear, that is bad enough. Pieman getting nudes on his friends to jack off to is fucking disgusting. It's a violation of their fucking privacy and a violation of their trust. And I mean, that goes so over the fucking line. Like,
and it's still a violation of the law because it's CP.
Well, yeah, I mean, 100%. Again, Pieman is 16, so like if
it's
Pieman,
still CP.
Yeah, no shit, dude. I'm trying to say that if Pieman sends a nude to somebody, that's Pieman sending CP to someone. That's how the law works, okay? So I'm not going to sit there and like harp every single time we say anything about news and then go, oh, that's exchanging CP, by the way. Look, let's be real. Pieman is a minor, right? The laws on CP are, it's not set so that they can punish minors for being fucking horny. But yes, legally speaking, that would be illegal, 100%. Morally, I'm not going to sit there and like say every single time, by the way, that's CP. By the way, that's also CP. That's CP, that's CP, that's CP. Yeah, I mean, like literally everything being exchanged in that friend group would be CP, 100%. If they're sending fucking nudes amongst themselves in that friend group, it's all counted as CP. I'm not going to sit there and say like they're all pedophiles though. That's the main problem, right? Because the moment you start saying CP, 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 everybody immediately goes, "Oh my gosh, they're pedos." You know what I mean, Redsky?
Mm-hmm.
That's and the thing is, like 100%, the biggest problem with him doing that, I mean, yeah, sure, legally is the CP thing, but like morally speaking, it's him violating his friend's trust and getting nudes on them to jack off to. Like, that's fucking disgusting. Like 100%. That's a violation of their fucking privacy, violation of their trust. Now, to be clear, none of them should be doing this shit in the first place.
No, absolutely not.
Fucking nobody should be doing this shit in the first place. But like realistically speaking, I think that is, well, we'll get into the fucking 10-year-old rape video. Holy fuck, man. Like this story gets fucking wild.
Buckle up.
Buckle up, guys. But like, I think this is realistically, I mean, on a moral level, I think it's the worst thing Pieman did, right? Because he's not doing it because he's gathering evidence against Lucy and being a fucking idiot about it. He's literally going behind his friends' backs to get nudes on them so that he can jerk off to. Like, that's disgusting. Like, that's really fucking disgusting. And it's so wrong that you're doing this to your fucking friends too. Realistically, like that's fucking wrong. GG Evan, thank you for the tip. Aussie land is made up of criminals and wardens. Rightus must be a warden. God damn. Yeah, true. That's not wrong. That's Australia as a nation.
That's how it started.
Yeah. Australia as a nation was started out because they needed a place to dump all the fucking criminals. So they took it over and made it into a prison. It's actually kind of interesting when you think about it.
Lovely.
Uh-huh. Okay, so again, my issue here is like the implication would seem to be, based on Aiden's tweet, is that Pieman is a pedophile, right? Or at least we're getting there. We're getting there. He accepted nudes from a man that he believed to be a pedophile to use the images until they were done with them. Lucy is horrible, but Pieman is not off the hook here. Holy shit. I do agree, though, in the sense that, you know, Pieman is not off the hook because Lucy is an awful person. I mean...
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into this. And if we do have time tonight, we may talk about this. Where the GoFundMe talk featuring Saggy Melons.
Oh my god.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about
What
it.
the fuck?
We'll talk about it.
Wait, what does Saggy Melons have to do with this?
We'll talk about it if we have time.
Okay.
If we have time.
Okay. Well, you piqued my interest, Crow. That's what I'm asking.
All right. So the truth about Lucy. Warning: this document exposed whatever contains disturbing stuff about rape, CP, minor, sexy, whatever.
We kind of got a warm up of it already.
Yeah, fucking hell, dude.
Unfortunately.
Many of you might know a 17-year-old Twitter user / former small commentator called Lucy, who has had many different accounts, current one being Satanic Antifa, whatever. He also used to go by LMMS Gets. Fucking hell. Okay, it's Lucy, right? For the last 5 months, I have developed a close friendship with him, often as many others did with him too, exchanging nudes and sexting him. Of course, I'm embarrassed to say that I don't want to make that public, but sadly I have to give context to some very disturbing things I found out about Lucy. Like I said, a lot of this is very uncomfortable for me to make public, and some of it shows how I'm a shitty person, but I need to expose him. Well, to be clear, I think what really happened here, and the reason why he dropped the twit longer, was because Lucy was leaking. Yeah, Lucy was dropping DMs on him.
Oh god, why the fuck did I say Lucy was leaking? Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
that sounds so fucked up.
That was really bad. I
meant to say DMs, but then I kind of got cut off. God.
It's okay. Lucy was leaking.
Jesus Christ, that sounds so fucking nasty.
Because it is nasty. It is. Think about what we're talking about. You come out there with Lucy was leaking. It sounds like you just wanted to drop the most inappropriate fucking pun you could think of, and you did it at the expense of our audience. Apologize to them, Redsky. Apologize. I'm not sorry.
Dude, when has apologizing ever got anyone anywhere?
Based Redsky. The best.
Is that bit? Yeah, it's based.
It is. Never apologize. When has apologizing ever got anybody? Never apologize. Yeah, dude, that's based. That is. Because the non-based thing would be apologize, whimper, and beg and hope that they take it. And they never do.
They'll never take my dignity from me. I'm kidding. No, but yeah.
Okay, so Lucy has a rape fetish. He is really into rape roleplay, and he talks about who he wants to rape and which of his friends he would brutally rape given the chance. On its own, well, very weird. This was not something to cut ties over. As it seems
are you serious? Jesus Christ, that would be oh my god.
Okay, here's the thing, right? If you're somebody who has a rape fetish, first off, I mean, what you do in your bedroom, that's up to you. But if you're going to talk about it with other people, right? I mean, yeah, I could see why anybody of common sense would cut ties with you, especially if you're describing how you want to, rape your own friends. Holy shit. That seems to be a reason to cut ties, because that goes beyond fantasy in a way. You're talking about doing things to friends, and it does go beyond fantasy for this Lucy guy as we get through this document. But yeah, I kind of disagree with Pieman. Look, if you have that fetish, I mean, what do you do in your bedroom? Whatever. If you got a partner's into it too, fine. I don't personally want to police what's going on behind closed doors. I personally don't, because it's not illegal. But if you're going to go out and start talking about it openly with other people about how you want to rape your fucking friends, that seems to me to be yeah, that's a time to cut ties. That's a time when it goes beyond fantasy, because you're openly discussing it. Fucking what the fuck? Am I wrong here, Redsky? I think this is this definitely crosses some line.
No, it crosses many fucking. Jesus Christ.
All right. Okay, so goddamn. Where were we? Okay. As it seemed to me all a fantasy for him and not at all a real urge. I let him talk about raping people when we were sexting. What the fuck, dude?
So you encouraged it.
I mean, that's...
Or enabled it.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it would be enabling. Yeah. Here's the thing. Pieman is disgusting. Pieman's 16. So for Pieman...
They should at least have, common sense not to encourage that shit, though.
I mean, I would say that, sure, but, at the same time, Pieman's 16, I'm not sure,
well, whatever.
Yeah, look, there are certain things that I'm like super lenient on because I know Pieman's only 16, and a lot of this shit I think he can grow out of, or she can grow out of. But only if you're willing to actually let them learn. And I don't think people are willing to give that to Pieman right now. Like, I think they're just like, Pieman's done. Fuck Pieman. Pieman's a fucking degenerate. Look what Pieman did. This is, I've heard people saying, like, this is unforgivable. This can't be redeemed. I'm like, you're talking, hold on. You're talking about a 16-year-old. Like, take a couple steps back. But I agree with you. Like, I agree with where you're coming from, Redsky. I do. I guess my thing is, like, I'm almost double Pieman's age, and I'm looking at this shit as an adult, and I'm just going, yeah, this is really bad, but you need to be willing to let this person learn the right thing to do and why this is all fucking inappropriate. And for the most part, it sounds like they understand it. I don't know how heavily I'm going to go in on Pieman is done foreversies. Like, holy shit, this is a 16-year-old. Just to be clear, this is a 16-year-old we're talking about. And I think a lot of it you could explain by them being a minor, them not having the experience of an adult and not knowing the right way to handle a very serious situation that they found themselves in. Because this is a serious situation they're in right now, right? You have somebody coming to them, talking to them about how they're turned on by the ideas of rape, and they're 16 years old, and this is someone that they're romantically involved with. I mean, yeah, I can probably lead to for any individual put into that position, you got to remember you're talking about a 16-year-old, right? It's like the way that you would handle it, Redsky, would be like, nope, I'm fucking out of here. The way I would handle it would be like, nope, I'm fucking out of here. But I'm trying to think of, like, how would 16-year-old me handle a situation that they find themselves in when they're with a partner who starts talking about their interest of rape, right? Like, I don't know how 16-year-old me would handle it. Be very fucking different, for one. Like 16-year-old Redsky, how would you handle if a girl came to you that you're like sexting and fucking around with, and she goes like, yeah, I get kind of turned on by the idea of raping people?
I'd probably say fuck that shit, and then I'd cut ties.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. I like that kind of stuff for me back when I was like 16 was like exactly how I feel about it now. Like, it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah. I mean, like, again, that's how you feel about it.
I don't know. Pieman's probably like really, they had like a fucked up childhood or whatever. That's what I'm gonna conclude.
I mean, like, I don't even know if we need to go that level with it. I'm just saying that I don't think...
I mean, this is a person who, like, made it clear they're like, I'm only gonna make friends, like, in commentary and, like, on the internet. Like, I'm not gonna have, like, IRL friends. Like, that's what they said.
Yeah, no, like, I agree. Pieman...
So I think they're pretty fucked up.
Yeah, I look, I think Pieman does need to, like, separate themselves from... the internet for a while and just like go live their fucking life, but Pieman doesn't want to do that. Pieman has, just like you said, Redsky, said that this is who they are, right? And they had a total fucking breakdown the last time the idea of them being removed from the community came up. So look,
courtesy of John Swan.
Yeah, no, I mean.
I'm sorry. I
wasn't gonna say it, but yeah.
I want to shit on John as much as I can because that guy's a fucking sociopath, dude.
Oh, and I agree with you. I'm with you there. I'm looking at this whole thing with Pieman. I'm just like, I want them to actually look at this situation that they found themselves in and realize that the appropriate thing to do right now is just take a break, right? Stop being so fucking terminally online and literally just take a break, go live life. You're young, you're 16 years old, and look at what you're fucking doing right now. You're putting out a fucking Google Doc to defend your fucking online reputation from a person that literally talked to you about how they were gonna rape one of your fucking friends, right? Like, bro, if I was her age, right, I mean, I'd be looking at my life and going like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I doing this? I can go have fun, right? I don't need to fucking log in to deal with serious shit like this when I'm 16 years old. I mean, like, that's my hope for fucking Pieman is like, this is not God damn it, like, because this is some really fucked up shit. But like, if Pieman was older, if Pieman was like, I don't know, like 20 something years old, I'd be like, okay, dude, this is fucking ridiculous. What are you fucking doing with yourself? Like, fuck off, man. You're just way too fucking far. But I'm looking at someone who's 16, and I'm like, I expect 16-year-olds to be stupid as shit. So when you bring me this story and this is the actions of someone who's stupid as shit, I go like, well, I mean, I expect 16-year-olds to be fucking dumb. Like, this is extremely dumb, but like, yeah, I mean, god damn.
Oh dear God.
What?
I just got a notification saying explosions heard across Ukraine after Vladimir Putin announces, quote, special military operation.
Here's the thing. I don't,
Jesus Christ.
dude, I fucking don't care about Ukraine.
But it's fucking Russia.
Yeah, I don't
advancing.
I don't care. Let them have Ukraine. Ukraine's a fucking dictatorship. Why the fuck do we care about what happens in Ukraine? They're a fucking dictatorship. Why the fuck do we care about what happens with a fucking dictatorship? Oh, I mean, because it's so important for the fucking oil. Fuck that shit. You know why our gas price is so fucked right now? Because Biden's a fucking idiot. Okay? Because he shut down a whole bunch of shit in the United States and our gas prices went insane. It's got nothing to do with Ukraine. Oh, they're gonna get worse now. They are absolutely gonna get worse now. I still don't fucking care about what happens in fucking Ukraine. Fuck Ukraine. Let Russia fucking have it. I don't give a shit. I'm so fucking tired of all these reasons why we go to fucking war. And it's never fucking justified. It's never fucking justified. But now we're gonna fucking be in war in fucking Ukraine? Because why? Because why, Redsky? Why? Why? Honestly, why? Because some fucker went ahead and said, oh, well, you know, because democracy and shit. Because, no, you know why we're going to go into fucking war with Ukraine? You know why there's going to be World War III? It's because Biden's poll numbers suck. There you go. Because war is great. Because war is a great unifier for fucking bloodthirsty pigs. God damn, dude. I literally don't fucking care. I hope everybody in Ukraine dies. There you go. There's my statement on Ukraine. I hope everybody in fucking Ukraine dies. I hope everybody in fucking Russia dies. I hope everybody in the fucking United States dies. There you go. There you go. That's my statement on fucking Ukraine. Go fuck yourselves. There's no reason to go into another fucking war. The only reason why we're gonna fucking do it is because Biden's poll numbers suck. Because he's a fucking clown. Holy shit, dude, he's a fucking clown. We have massive fucking inflation. Our gas prices are fucking insane. And it's all because of his own fucking actions. It's all because of the things that he implemented, the fucking things that he said he wanted fucking done. And now that he fucking sucks, now everybody can see all the fucking failures. Now you see Democrats going full fucking mask off in full support of just like completely using the powers of government to go after their political opposition. Yeah. Now we're gonna go to fucking war because war is a great unifier. War will let them like, hand wave away all the stupid shit that they've been doing for fucking over 2 years. I don't fucking care. Good on fucking Putin. Take back fucking Ukraine from the evil dictatorships. Fucking Christ. I fucking care. Everybody in that fucking country sucks. Fuck Ukraine. Fuck Ukraine. Fuck Ukraine.
Based?
Sorry, Redsky, you were saying something about notification of good things happening in Ukraine.
I think we should change the topic back to what we were talking about before.
I agree. I'm gonna keep reading through this. But if you ever want to talk about Ukraine on the channel, fucking Redsky, let's go. I'm more concerned with the evil dictatorships in fucking Canada suppressing their people and demanding emergency powers foreversies because the emergencies are never going to go away. Yeah, I'm more concerned with what's going on in Canada, our direct neighbor to the north, as they're jackhammering on protesters while Biden comes in and says, hey, would you like some support with that? Fucking Christ, dude. I give a shit what goes on in fucking Ukraine. All right, let's get back into this. Okay, so where were we?
I don't know. Where were we, Crow? Where were we?
I'm gonna start here because I can't remember if I read the slide or not. I let him talk about raping people when we were sexting, albeit I often tried to steer this particular fetish of his into dirty talk about him raping me, as him talking about raping his/my friends made me very uncomfortable often. And I'd rather him talking about doing it to me. The red flag came after, well, the red flag was him when he was sexting you talking about raping other people. That would be the red flag, you fucking idiot.
For a normal person.
Wait, what?
For a normal person, the red flag would be the minute he talks about having a rape fetish. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. Hold on. I gotta get this from the God Zombie Fox. I just drove 6 minutes to a bank to deposit some cash into my bank just to deliver this message to Rhinus. Kneel to me, fag. Your ideals are retarded and pathetic, and you questioning our intelligence is wrong. God damn. Yeah, you can literally tip anything through Stream Elements, by the way. So I appreciate it, buddy.
Thank God.
Yeah. Look, God damn, dude. I never get upset when a loyalist shows up. You just need to mock the ever-loving shit out of them. Okay, so the red flag came after a poor taste joke I made a few days ago. Lucy was horny talking about raping Grayson, a 14-year-old close friend of his, and I made a joke saying, well, if you want to rape him so much, then just go over there and do it. I often make jokes when I'm in uncomfortable situations, as my friends can attest. I now realize making this joke, no matter the context, was shitty of me, and if you're reading this, I apologize, Grayson. Now, this was a joke, as it was absurd to me that Lucy would try to do anything IRL. I still trusted him, and although I thought this fetish was weird, I thought this was just fancy in his head. This was not the case. Lucy got really interested in this idea fast. He talked about where they would meet, the dates he could go, how he would try and get away with it, that sort of stuff. He even messaged Grayson about meeting up. Lucy many times said to me he was 100% serious about raping Grayson IRL. He was planning to actually rape him in real life. This was too far for me. This and something else, which I'm going to talk about now, were the reasons I decided to gather evidence against him, or evidence to expose him. I mean, let's be clear. Bro, can you imagine being 16 and put in a situation like this?
I'd probably be traumatized.
This is what I mean. Like, this is what I'm talking about.
Dude, but like, this is what goes on in like the subsection of the commentary community. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they're all fucking junior detectives. They're all junior detectives.
No, they're all like fucking degenerates talking about like raping each other and shit.
Oh, that you mean? I thought you meant like Pieman being junior detective.
Well, no, there's two different subsections. There's the investigators who want to be like Chris Hansen, and then there's the people who talk about raping each other.
God damn. GG Evan, thank you for the tip. To be honest, can you really tell the difference between a Ukrainian and a Russian? I can't. Dude, literally the area that fucking Putin is invading right now, they all speak the same language. They all speak, they literally all speak Russian. So it's like he's literally going into an area where they all speak the exact same language as Russians. And he's going in and saying, this is ours. And, like, I'm supposed to fucking care that he's going into this small area and taking it over when they all speak the same fucking language as him, and the area itself is run by a fucking brutal dictatorship? Yeah, like, holy shit. Oh my goodness. I care so much. That Putin's suppressing the evil dictatorship in Ukraine. Like, holy shit. Like, I give a shit. Holy fuck, man. You're a fucking idiot if you're sitting there going like, we must help out the Ukrainians. Fuck the Ukrainians. They deserve it. There you go. I said it. Fuck off. God damn, dude. I fucking don't care. Lucy has a boyfriend. Okay. Let's talk about this.
Oh god, yeah. It's disgusting.
Okay, the Grayson thing. If you're put into a situation where you're like literally being told this guy's gonna rape somebody and you feel responsible, because Pieman at this point, Pieman feels responsible. Pieman feels like he is the reason why, or she is the reason why this is happening, right? Pieman feels that they are responsible for this occurring and is now sitting there going like, how the fuck do I stop this from happening? What do I do to stop this from happening? Everybody can see what's going on here. I mean, Redsky, right? Like, what do you do? What do you actually do if you're in this situation? I wouldn't know how to fucking handle it. I would have never put myself in this situation. But here is Pieman at 16 years old, believing that their words triggered the potential rape of a 14-year-old.
I'd be freaking out probably, but yeah.
I mean, that's what I think happened. I think Pieman, for very good reasons, probably started to freak the fuck out. What's up, Sen?
Oh, thank God, Sen.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's up?
We're like quiet, but
We're getting drafted, boys. Let's go.
You ready to go to war, Sen?
Yeah,
I'm too old, fortunately. So
I'm the strategist. I'm the tactician. You know, I own all the group chats.
that meme will never get old.
You know what? I'm actually in full support of the war in Ukraine now because everybody in fucking commentary can go get drafted.
I don't want to like fight for that shit.
Well, Diorio can't because he's too fat, and that's actually an excuse.
He could be a tank.
You can't get drafted if you're like morbidly obese. Like that's not even a joke. You really can't.
No,
so
yeah,
he's good. Augie he'll be okay, but he'll probably die from the rations.
Yeah, the fucking gluten allergy. I'll give him like one slice of bread and the fucker's gonna be KO'd. At least I'll get him sent back home early. I mean, like, holy shit. That's a superpower right there. You can never be fucking they can never force you to fucking serve because you're fucking gluten allergy.
Though they should be normal. Like Tom and Dumpy, yeah. Those
no, because Dumpy might cosplay as a Russian, and then they'll kill him because they think he's a spy. Because Dumpy cosplays as all the races.
Dude, I think it would be fucking great. We'll draft all the fucking trigender 18-year-olds to fucking go fight the jack thug fucking Russians.
You can sneak Tipster in there so he can hang out with all the 20-year-olds.
You know what? I changed my mind. Let's go to war with Ukraine.
Oh my God.
Damn. Like this whole thing is just so stupid. We're gonna start World War III because Biden's failing poll numbers. Like I get that Russia's fucking evil. Like I just don't fucking care.
Is he failing his polling numbers or is he failing his spelling tests? That dude stutters way too fucking much.
I think it's a little bit of both. Remember, Putin has only taken land under 2 Democrat presidents and 1 Republican, and it wasn't Trump. Georgia under Bush, Crimea under Obama, and now Ukraine under Biden. You know, it's hilarious.
No, do you understand what Putin's end game is? He's trying to reform the Soviet Union.
Yeah, probably. It's just like, I don't care. I don't fucking care.
I think the issue is like when they start threatening us with nukes.
Okay, when they start threatening us with nukes, we threaten them with more nukes. And you know what stops them?
I don't think they would go the nuke route. They would probably do cyber attacks first.
Well, here's
and cyber attacks are scary because they can have access to our fucking
The reason
power
they'll
grids.
go with cyber attacks first is because it's less deadly, but it's still like...
No, it'll.
You do realize we can literally do the same thing. You know, we do the same things to them. You know, we issue cyber attacks against Russia all the fucking time. Like people, we sit there.
More than us.
You know, it's hilarious. Like we sat there and started going on about how like Russia was interfering in our elections and how this cannot be happening. And I'm like, we do this to other nations all the fucking time. We do it to Russia all the fucking time. We do it to smaller nations all the fucking time. But you know, Russia, I guess, did some fucking Facebook ops, and like that was seen as like a threat to our democracy. We literally do much worse to other nations. It's insane. And don't get me wrong, it is wrong what Russia does. It's very wrong to interfere in the democratic process of any country. The thing is, the U.S. does it all the fucking time, and we sit here, we act like, oh my goodness, when Russia starts putting out like fucking Facebook ads or Facebook ops that like reach out to like 1,000 people, Like, holy shit, nobody gives a shit. That's the thing, Russia, like, sucks at this stuff. But we act like they're fucking evil geniuses. They're not. They're really not. We can fuck with them harder than they can fuck with us. It's just, you know...
Can we get Vladimir Putin on Crows of Judgment for an interview? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, right? Bro, like, I'd sit there, like, I just don't fucking care anymore. Like, I really don't. If he reforms the Soviet Union and they threaten us with nukes, yeah, like, what the... Dude, whatever. They could threaten us with nukes right now. The reason why they don't is because mutually assured destruction. Anybody fires a nuke, the next person fires a nuke, everybody fires nukes. It's a nuclear wasteland.
Basically the entire world is gonna end.
It's just Fallout.
The new Fallout game, Fallout 6. Fallout 5 or 6. I don't remember what the last Fallout game
I think it was Fallout 5.
Fallout 70. No, I'm kidding.
No, terrible.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, no. But like, that's what I mean, though. Like, there's a reason why we don't actually have to fear them firing nukes at us. But in terms of cyber attacks, yeah, those are bad. But realistically, they're not as bad as we make them out to be, and we could definitely do way more damage to Russia. So I'm just like, I don't care. I literally don't care. And I'm supposed to care about the rising gas prices. Yeah, sure.
Actually, yeah, that is.
That's gonna be annoying.
Yeah, sure. Except for the fact that our gas prices like have been ever increasing because of Biden's regulations and Biden shutting down our own, like, because we have.
At first, I thought you were gonna say shutting down like mentally or something. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, well, I mean, he is.
Yo.
But my thing is, like, when it comes down to it, we had our own natural resources that we shut down. Right? We had our own pipelines that we shut down. And all of that caused our gas prices to fucking increase like crazy. Well, now we're going to sit there and go like, oh, because of what's going on in Ukraine, the gas prices are going up and that's a reason to go to war. No, it really isn't. It really fucking isn't. We have environmental groups over here, so we don't do our fucking own, we don't take our own resources. But then we'll go to another fucking nation and go to fucking war to take their fucking resources. I mean, okay, on top of everything else, you sound evil as shit that you want to go to fucking war to drop your gas prices when you increased your gas prices because of some fucking environmental concerns. Like, that's insane. That's insanely, grotesquely evil. Like, it's way more evil than what we're accusing Putin of being. 100%. Fucking Christ, man. And yeah, this is all over Biden's failing poll numbers. Because, again, if Biden wasn't looking like a complete jackass under 30% approval nationwide, there'd be no reason to go to war with Russia. They'd save that in their back pocket for the next time Biden comes across like a fucking idiot. Listen, if the senator from Metal Gear Rising gave one of his speeches to me, I'll go to war in an instant. Trust me, Jack, a little war can work wonders. Zombie Fox, thank you for the tip for 420.
Nice.
Yep. Okay.
I'm just looking at chat. It's like one of the chatters says, Crow, you don't care because you live in your room and stream all day.
It's funny.
I don't know, but like that's the thing. I don't. I like have an actual job, right? Like I have an actual job, and everything that's been going on, like with our economy, absolutely affects my position because I work in sales, right?
I think it affects a lot of people's jobs, regardless.
Yeah. So like, look, if I was
just think about yourself, Crow.
Yeah, but, I mean, let's be real. If I was a full-time streamer, right, this would be good for me. Us going to war would be good for me because I could literally have justification to stream all the fucking time talking about war. Right?
Well, you're considered a part of the media.
Not if they post like an EMP and shit, right? Then like our fucking electronics would be down. There'd be no Discord.
Are you really telling me that we have to be concerned that Russia would fly in full scale EMPs to the Silicon Valley and drop them?
Dude, if we lose like electricity momentarily, a lot of shit will go fuck. Like,
well, I agree with you, Sen, but here's the thing: you're talking about Russia flying planes into United States territory, bro. The moment they do that, they're done. Right?
Yeah, there's probably
there's
some
countermeasures in place.
Well, I mean, it's not even just countermeasures in place. The moment they are willing to fire weaponry into the United States is the moment the entirety of Russia is wiped off the face of the earth. Like, that's the thing that people don't understand. Yes, they can fuck with us with cyber attacks. Yes, they can fucking put out little Facebook ops and shit. But they will fucking never actually attack the United States. Because the moment anybody does that, they are done foreversies. Like, it will... Look at what happened with 9/11, right? Because of 9/11, yeah, we could have gone to war in Afghanistan. But no, Iraq was way more profitable. So we went and used that as justification to go to war in Iraq, a nation that had nothing to do with it. Fucking Christ, it was the Afghans that fucking committed the terrorist attacks. But we went to war with Iraq over it. Like, there's a reason why you don't attack the United States, because we will use it as justification to go to your nation and take everything from you. And we've done it in the past, so people know not to do it. Russia knows not to fucking do it. Like, that is the end of Putin's dreams for the USSR to return, is when he commits a single aggression against the United States people. Like, it's done. It's over. So, like, no. But, like, all the other stuff going on right now, it absolutely impacts me. If we go to war with Ukraine, it absolutely impacts me. I'm not in support of it, though. Like, I'm not in support of it whatsoever. We're literally going to war because we're upset, like, or we want some fucking pipeline with fucking what was that fucking pipeline? We shut down the Keystone pipeline over here, but we're intent on the what's this, like, the Turkey Qatar pipeline or whatever the fuck it's called.
The fuck?
Yeah, dude, there's like some massive pipeline that they're trying to get built, but they need everybody in those nations to be in line. And so they will go to fucking war to get all of those nations in line to get this fucking pipeline going. It's literally just about stripping resources out of the Middle East. I mean, that's
I
all
prefer
this shit
jail
is.
time than go to war. I know one of my relatives actually chose jail time
Yeah, I mean,
over going to war.
Well,
That's...
I mean, look, that they call them like draft dodgers and shit like that, but like realistically, if you don't want to go to war, you shouldn't have
If
to
you
go to
don't
war.
believe in the cause, like, because
Well, look, here's the thing: there should be a draft, 100%, but the draft should only be implemented if there is actual war happening on United States territory. And by United States territory, I'm talking about the actual 50 states, not fucking some weird little fucking US base we have in Germany or something. I don't fucking know. But like, that's the only time that people should be drafted. You shouldn't be drafted so that Biden can go ahead and resuscitate his failing poll numbers by going to war in Ukraine. Like, that's insane to me. There's no reason that you should be drafted for that. That has nothing to do with protecting the United States. It's all about the vain interest of a failed president.
I wonder what Kamala's gonna do.
I don't fucking know. I think that they want to. I think that they really
She's
want
evil.
to drop Kamala and get somebody that isn't as such a fucking embarrassment for him. Like, Biden and Kamala are fucking embarrassments. So, like, if you can drop one of them, and you can't drop Biden because he's the head of the ticket, you drop Kamala and you get somebody in that isn't a fucking embarrassment that you can actually do something with. Because Kamala Harris, after Biden's gone, she's not running for office. Like, she is not running for president. Like, everything that the Biden admin has done will be thrown in her face. And what's she gonna do? Give that evil fucking laugh? Every fucking time her bad deeds get thrown in her face, she puts on a crazy ass smile and starts giggling like an idiot. And like, the thing is, I get it. When I get nervous over something, like, I'll start to laugh too. And it's especially bad when I'm going over shit with my wife and I start laughing because I'm like, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. And she's like, why are you laughing? And I'm like, well, you see, I start making inappropriate jokes. Like, I get it.
Upon further investigation.
I'm like, I get it 100%. But like, she does that when she's like, they're bringing up, hey, so you're totally in support of like smoking weed, and you say that you smoked weed, but it's a little curious about all the people that your office prosecuted for smoking weed. And she just puts on a smile and starts cackling like an idiot. I mean, like, I'm like, okay,
But she's a joker.
so I was like, so you admit that you did this? And she's like, yes, of course. It was so funny. It's so hilarious how I just like shoved people into prison for things that I did. Ha ha ha. Like this woman's like uniquely fucking evil. And they got her with a fucking segregationist, and you got like these two people running for fucking office. It's insane to me how they fucking won. Russian EMP strike would take place in outer space. The first thing people would complain about is there not being any spanking material. Yeah, well, you take porn out. I think that's worse than taking beer away from people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we saw what Prohibition did in the United States. Like, can you imagine how bad it would be if pornography got taken away from people?
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, right? Like, god damn. Can you imagine underground fucking spanking banks? Like, fucking Christ. Dude, that'd be hilarious. That would actually be hilarious. I'm in full support of that going on. Okay, let's see. We gotta get through the rest of this fucking cancer.
Speaking of porn.
Oh, God, I can't believe you just said that. Right.
I know.
Lucy has a boyfriend that isn't in the community, and he talks about him often with me. The same day he talked about raping Grace in IRL, he brought up something disturbing he said he did with his boyfriend. Lucy said that his boyfriend has involuntary age regression sometimes. This means that Lucy's boyfriend involuntarily mentally retreats to a young age, very young according to Lucy, as a coping mechanism due to stress or prior trauma. According to most experts, someone in the process of age regressing often cannot give proper consent, and having sexual relations with them can be a form of rape. Lucy admitted to me that he manipulates his boyfriend to send images when he is age regressing. He himself also called it rape, getting off to... God damn. Like, that's...
It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, holy shit. Getting off to raping someone who acts like and has the mental maturity of a toddler was really... Oh my god. Well, if that's how young it is, that's insane. That's really bad. Was really creepy.
But the point is that
yeah.
age regression, legally, it's non-consensual when somebody regresses, and then someone tries to do something like sex or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like, dude, fuck, dude.
It's bad.
Yeah, this is that's really bad. That's really bad. Okay, so getting off to raping someone, goddamn.
We already read that.
Yeah, okay. Well, up to then, I know I skipped a little bit here, but like, yeah, I get that gave him pedo vibes. He goes like, I decided to investigate further. Well, that was your first mistake. Actually, that was your 20th mistake. I was going to say investigate it further.
The first mistake was continuing the friendship when he said he had a rape fetish.
Yeah. And well, not the rape fetish. It's when he said the rape fetish included wanting to rape all of his friends. That's what it's like. Bro,
well, the rape fetish thing came first, and then he said later on that he wanted to rape his friends.
I guess, like, for me, I'm kind of like, okay, if he came to you and said, okay, man, I totally do want to rape, I totally do want to, like, rape, like, I get off on, like, rape porn or something. And, like, you could go, like, oh, okay, man, that's a little weird, but, you know.
Oh, you silly goose.
It'd be like, you know what I mean, right? You go, like, okay, that's a little weird, but all right, fine. But then he goes, and also I want to rape all of my friends, including you. And he'd be like,
Jesus
okay,
Christ.
I'm out, bye. Like, that's the time to leave, 100%. That's where it's like, get out. And you're like...
By the time he finishes that sentence, I would probably be in the midst of filing a cyber tip for the FBI.
I know, right? Holy shit. Like, that's the time that's like, there's no excuse at that point. That's the time you fucking bail. That's when you fucking get out, man. That's when you get out. Oh, god damn it, Pieman. Pieman, you fucking idiot.
Pieman, why?
Alright, well, up to then, I had pushed it back a bit on some of the extreme stuff Lucy said. I wanted to investigate just how far Lucy was down the pedo pipeline.
Oh, God.
You fucking idiot. I swear to God, like, why the fuck would you? God damn. And I could not confront him right now directly, so I pretended to be into whatever he was into to keep his trust and hopefully get enough evidence to catch him, while I ended up doing. One of the first... Okay, look.
You know what I call that? I call that an enabler. You're enabling that behavior.
Yeah. Okay, so
straight up to the point where you made a joke saying, "Hey, that kid that you constantly say you really want to rape, why don't you go rape them?"
Yeah, this is some serious
Jesus
shit, dude.
Christ.
This is some serious
It's
shit.
bad.
Holy fuck, dude. I'm gonna start investigating to figure out just how much of a pedo he is. Like, what the fuck kind of mentality is this shit?
It's Chris Hansen mentality.
This is where I mean, like, they all want to be junior fucking detectives. Holy shit. This is like, there are so many times when Pieman should have just been like, nope, I'm out. Contact the proper authorities. And there are several times in this document when I can already point to, and we're not that far into it. This isn't a very long document at all.
It's like 3 pages.
And I can already point to several times when he could have, like, literally gone to anybody else. But, like, let's be clear. Let's say you're going to be some fucking jackass and run your own little detective op on somebody, where you're going to pretend to, like, be undercover and, like, gather evidence against them. Bro, at that point, at the very least, you should have somebody else involved.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, you should at least get somebody else involved. Like, it's somebody that you, like, you're confident who can at least confirm that you are working undercover and that you're not just like doing this shit. Because the thing is, there is a reality here where Pieman can't walk away from it, where Lucy could say, like, no, he was just totally into all this stuff, and so was I. And, like, Pieman's only defense is, no, I was researching to do this stuff against the guy. But it's like,
In order to understand the pedo, you have to become the pedo.
I mean, in a way,
your brother would say.
Yeah, fucking Christ. In a way, it feels like that's what Pieman is doing here.
Pie girl.
What? No.
Pie girl.
No, Pieman is still the name. Hold on. This is what I mean. Like, I fully transitioned, but I still refer to myself as Pie Man.
You should change it to Pie Girl, man.
You should, or Pie Woman. Like,
Pie them.
I guess Pie Girl sounds better because it's like, I don't know.
No, Pie Girl does sound better, but I'm just saying, like, we're in 2022. You fucking sexist pig. Okay,
Pie
so
woman.
so can we show some respect for females? You asshole, you fucking pig. You know, I know
plenty. It's just in my own way.
Yeah, in your own way. When you're like, I just got laid by this bitch. Yeah, this is problematic. This is absolutely problematic. And you know what? I'm further in support of war with Ukraine, so you can be drafted and you can be killed, so that your sexist ideology can die with you. You fucking pig. Go fuck yourself.
But that means Smart Alec and Redsky are gonna come with me, and we're all gonna like recreate Club Penguin in the
No, we don't recreate that.
Pump the Club Penguin raids. Oh god. I hope you get drafted, and I hope they send you into fucking Canada to quell the fucking uprising.
Hey man, some Canadian women are alright, so maybe I'll be okay with that. Maybe that's when my Tommy C arc will start, you know? I have a kid with a Canadian chick. I'll be stranded there, and then I'll become Tommy in 30 years.
Well, yeah, here's the thing, though, Sen. Unless you get fucking sent into French Canada, you can't use the Tommy C excuse of, I can't speak the language, so I must stream forever, or else I'll be a janitor. Unless you get sent to French Canada, you can't pull that shit, Sen.
Holy shit! All right, we'll work up to that. We'll cross that bridge when we come.
Bro, and also, just to be clear, if you do get sent to French Canada, you don't fuck anything in French Canada. You fucking idiot! You never fuck anything in French Canada.
What's wrong with them?
They're French.
No, but like some French chicks are alright.
Okay, yeah, but those are actual French chicks. You're talking about French light. Okay, that's what you're talking about. You're talking about French light. Yeah, it's disgusting is what it is. Because the French are questionable. The French are very questionable. But then you're going in subpar French with Canadian substitute.
I think you just don't like Canadians.
That might be part of it. That might be part of it. But you do not... Okay, but like, literally, all right? The two worst things are the French and the Canadians getting together and developing French Canada for you. There's a reason why even the Canadians don't like French Canada.
Yeah, I heard that. I don't know. Yeah. Well, like I said, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You know.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, where did I leave off here? Well, up to then I'd push back a bit. No, we read that. All right, okay. One of the first things I did was try and find out just how young he was attracted to. I sent him SFW pictures of kids from Google Images in decreasing
Yeah, that's
age
illegal,
order,
by the way.
and asked him to... Wait, that is?
Sending somebody, like,
Google Images?
pictures of other... Well, no, but they're pictures of other kids.
Well, yeah, but, like, what is a... I am curious, like...
I'm pretty sure it's against the law to...
I don't know if it is.
Send for, like, a sting... Because essentially what Pieman is doing is a sting operation.
Well, yeah, I mean, he is doing that. I just mean, like, I don't know if there is anything illegal about taking images off of Google and sending them over to an individual. Like, no matter what those images are.
To see if they'll get off to them?
Yeah, I'm not too sure that is illegal. Like, I'm
pretty sure that is.
No, I don't know what law did Pieman actually violate.
Because Chet Goldstein got in trouble for that. He was...
Like, he got charged with a crime?
I don't think he was charged, but, like, I swear it's, like, illegal to do that.
I mean, I don't... Look, I'm sure that Chet Goldstein probably did violate some sort of law, but I'm... Like, you gotta be specific for it, because I really don't know what law Pieman actually violates by taking an image off of Google. Like, and I get it's an image of a child, don't get me wrong, I understand that, but I'm not entirely sure that he violated a law by taking an image off of Google, sending it over to the guy and going like, so would you jerk off to this? Like, I'm not entirely sure that is illegal, is what I'm saying. It could be, it could be, like, but you have to, like, show me the actual law, because I'm like, I don't think that is, but it could be. Like, I don't, like, I just, you got to tell me exactly what law it was he violated. And again, it would, and again, it would be like U.S. law, because Pieman's not from the United States, but I think this kid is. Like, that's the other thing too. Like, I don't even want to talk about the legality of a lot of stuff's going on here, because it's all fucking, it's
weird.
Fucked. It's all fucked. Nazan, thank you for the tip. Pieman is talking in chat, Crow. Really? Oh, okay. Some people I talked to can corroborate that I talked to them about me investigating it while I was investigating it. Oh, so Pieman did actually bring some other people into it. I mean, like, why not bring them up, Pieman? Like, why not, like, bring those individuals up? I guess is what I'm...
Who are you talking about?
Well, okay, so, like, Pieman said that, you know, they did actually reach out to other individuals and confirm that they were investigating. Yeah,
there were messages included.
Oh,
on Twitter.
I thought you meant like when he sold out Bunk or some shit on his twin longer.
I think that was it.
Okay,
because he threw Bunk under the bus. He was like, like, it's all Bunk's fault because I got the info from him and he said it wasn't gonna be bad. And then Bunk was freaking out and he was like, no, I never did that. This is what actually happened. And they did that first. So, like, yeah, I mean, that was a thing.
Bunk is involved in this fucking fiasco?
Yeah, because Pieman threw them under the bus, kind of, like, a little bit. And it was kind of weird because I was like, I mean, it just kind of, like, serves a purpose to just incriminate Bunk in the stupidity a little bit, right? It's like, Bunk shouldn't be talking about this shit either, right? But it's like...
None of them should.
I mean, you know...
None of them.
I personally wouldn't, like, name drop another party if, like, the only end game for that was going to be making them look like shit. I'd just keep it to myself and be like, okay, like, I guess the person that gave me this advice was a fucking idiot, but that doesn't mean I'm going to name drop him in person, because that's just...
No, I disagree. Pieman's literally fucking 16 years old. Yeah, I want to know who he is who she is contacting, and telling them, oh yeah, just do this. Like, if somebody's doing that, yeah, I do want to fucking know.
20. Bunk is like under 20, I think.
I don't fucking care. If is Bunk like fucking 18 years old telling a fucking 16-year-old to fucking run this fucking shit?
I don't know, but I think the takeaway is that nobody should go to Bunk for advice on this.
Yeah, I fucking agree with that. Holy shit.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, that didn't work out for Pieman.
No, like, look, all this
Bunk
shit...
is not like a clean individual himself, I'm pretty sure, from what I've heard.
Here's my thing, right? We've run investigations on people, like the shit that we've done, like in Discord and everything. But there are times where we stop and we just fucking go and contact, like, the authorities. We run and we report this shit through cyber tips as well. Okay.
Who is that it was
what?
It was the person that Lucky Phil said you were associated with.
Well, yeah, there was that individual, but there's been other. My point is, you are more than capable of running your own little investigation and putting fucking evidence together. But the moment it starts delving into illegal material, you need to full fucking stop, contact the proper authorities, because there are certain things that, yes, you might want to put together as evidence, but legally speaking, you are not allowed to put into your possession. Right? So like you've committed some serious fucking crimes by like the 10-year-old video, like, and it's in your fucking Google Doc here, Pieman. This shit here is completely 100% in every single way, shape, and form illegal. I can see the morality of why you went ahead and did it, and it's not because you actually wanted to have a 10-year-old rape video. I get that, but like, holy shit, dude, what the actual fuck were you thinking? What the actual fuck were you fucking thinking? And like, maybe I'm wrong here. Maybe in your nation, it is legally okay for you to take a video of a 10-year-old being raped. I don't think so. I don't fucking think so. But yeah, I kind of like, if you're gonna put together evidence, like at a certain point, like, Did somebody fucking tell Pieman, oh, don't worry, as long as you're getting it for an investigation, it's totally okay for you to request CP from somebody? Like, fucking hell, dude. I fucking can't. I think
that's what Blunk said.
Yeah, I mean,
in the messages that were leaked.
What? That's fucking illegal to take CP? Yeah, I hope so. That'd be the most basic thing. But let's get through here. I don't think that it's illegal what Pieman did as far as, you know, getting Google images and sending to the guy and going like, would you jerk it up to this? I mean, yeah, it's creepy and it's fucking weird, but like, I don't think that part is illegal. I think the 10-year-old thing is
at the very least, it's unethical to do if you're doing a sting operation.
Well, yeah, sure. Like, it's just, as far as like this part here, I mean, you're definitely getting up to the line of what I think is okay. But I think when you want to talk about where Pieman completely, there's no defense to what he's doing, is when you jump into this area here. Then after that, disturbingly, he kept asking me whether I want to see a video he had of a 10-year-old being raped by his father, which he had saved. He said that a while back, he had messaged a 10-year-old on Snapchat and got a video of him being raped by his now arrested father. He could recall many details about his interaction with this 10-year-old. After asking me multiple times, I decided to say yes to him, sending the video over Discord, but only to report it to the FBI without telling him. He sent the video and I submitted a tip to the FBI about Lucy having possession of child pornography, using what he sent as evidence and sending them links to Lucy's social medias and all I know about him IRL. As soon as I did that, I asked Lucy to delete the video off Discord, which he did. Now...
Yeah, you don't...
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like you requested actual child porn and you received that actual child porn. And I get that he sent it to the FBI, and and Pieman's probably okay in terms of like the FBI not going after him because Pieman's not in the United States. So
yeah.
Jurisdiction issues and everything. I mean, realistically, the idea of the FBI actually going after Pieman for doing that, I don't think is going to happen. I mean, they could. They legitimately could. I just don't think that they would. You know, at the end of the day, I definitely think that he violated United States federal law. It's just he's not in the United States, and I just don't think that they would really waste the time and the resources to go after a 16-year-old in another state if they contact them and say, hey, someone sent this to me and I know it's illegal for me to have it, but I'm contacting you to tell you, hey, this guy has all this stuff. I don't think, realistically speaking, the FBI would waste any time or any resources going after Pieman. Just to be real with everybody. Like, Sen, Redsky, do you guys disagree?
No.
I just got back. What were you saying?
I was saying that realistically, because what Pieman does here, where he admits to getting this video from Lucy, Like, it's illegal 100% to possess it. But what I'm saying is, I don't think that the FBI would go ahead and waste time and resources targeting a 16-year-old in another nation who contacts them and says, hey, I did receive this child pornography, but I'm notifying you that I received it, and this is the individual who has it and sent it to me. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that he's like, I don't think the FBI is going to waste their time on that particularly. I think he should be fine. Don't like just taking a guess, because I'm guessing they have other big things going on that are more of important.
I don't know how many cyber tips they even take a look at.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't, yeah, it just seems goofy. Like, the entire thing seems very goofy.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I'm just saying, like, realistically, if this Lucy person's in the United States, that's who they're going to waste their resources going after, right? They're not going to waste them going after fucking Pieman. So I think we could talk all we want about legality of what Pieman did here. And yeah, I definitely think he violated U.S. federal law, 100%, 100%. It's just realistically, I don't think that they would ever waste their time or their resources going after a minor in another country, right? Especially over something like this.
It doesn't make sense either if they do that.
No, like not unless Pieman is literally running a shop selling images or something. You know, like then of course the FBI is going to be interested. But for this, I just don't think that he has anything to worry about with the FBI. Just to be realistic with everybody. I mean, yes, he definitely violated the law. It's just when you actually go into the nuance of it, I don't think that they give a shit what Pieman did here.
It's unfortunate, but...
Well, I mean, look, I don't think Pieman is... God, it's such a stupid thing to do. It's such a stupid thing to do. But I don't think Pieman should be arrested by the FBI for child pornography. Like, I being realistic... I don't think that that's what I want to see happen to Pieman, because I don't think that Pieman actually is interested in that material. I think he was legitimately... His reasoning to me makes sense, again, and I'm probably being like super lenient because it's a 16-year-old kid. But yeah. And again,
yeah, because a 16-year-old's still a minor, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And again,
then you have like a 17-year-old like trying everything in his power to just like... fucking AIDS, dude. It's so retarded.
Lucy and Pieman. You know,
no, I was like talking. Oh, dude, I was talking about Aiden. Like Aiden, like going like full like crusader mode.
Yeah, dude. I look at a lot of the shit that Aiden's put out there about Pieman. I'm just like, first off, like I think that you're going way over the fucking line. Like, I think you're going way over the fucking line. You can say all you want about how, oh, this is this, and this is that, and I'm like, Pieman is still 16 years old, right? Like, Pieman's best defense for everything going on is that I am 16 and I was put in a situation where I was notified that somebody was going to be raped. That's his best, that's Pieman's best defense for all of this, is that Pieman is 16 and he was put in a situation where they had no clue how to actually handle it. That's their best defense for all of this. And Aiden can run around Twitter screaming about how Pieman got nudes from someone that they thought was a pedophile, and I literally don't give a shit. Pieman's best defense is I am 16 years old. That's it. There you go. God damn, dude. God fucking damn.
It's stupid.
Yeah, it's really dumb. It's really dumb. The Lucy person, I think, is very different, where, you know, Pieman is legit gathering this stuff, or at least you need to show me something that tells me that they're not actually gathering it to go after Lucy. But from everything I can see, Pieman's gathering these things to go after Lucy, right? It all seems to check out. It all seems to be the same things that Lucy is claiming too, except they're trying to imply that Pieman might be more of a degenerate, while at the same time admitting that Pieman is correct about them. So, yeah, take what Lucy says with a grain of salt. I don't know, man. Let me keep reading through this, because it keeps going. It keeps going.
Crow, is Lucy a pedophile?
I mean, look, Lucy's talking about wanting to rape a 14-year-old. I think for most people...
I'm not going to say no.
But what I will say is you're talking about someone who's 14, 17 years old. And I don't think he's a pedophile, but I think that Lucy is a predator. Like, I think Lucy is a predator if they're admitting to plotting out the rape of a 14-year-old and that they were willing to go through with it. Yeah, I think that you can say that Lucy is a predator, but a pedophile? No, you're talking about someone who's 14, 17. I mean, no, I don't think that you could say that that's
because
a pedophile.
In the so I don't know how far have you read into it, because in one of the things,
we're almost at the end.
I went over this, and
we're only at the end of one of them.
The one where it reverts to a child or whatever, a toddler.
Well, here's the thing where that's where I'm like, so right up there. And then I think that the fact that they have a video of a 10-year-old, right, being raped, and they just have that on hand, I think that that's where you could say, yeah, I'm pretty sure that they're a pedophile for that. But as far as like being a pedophile for the 14, 17, yeah, but like the other stuff, I mean, if that's all true, right? If that's all true, then yeah, I think there's clear evidence that this guy is probably a pedophile. I mean, they have a video of a 10-year-old being raped on their phone they're keeping, right? And at the same time, they're plotting out the rape of a 14-year-old. And this is according to Pieman, so again, you can take it with a grain of salt too. Pieman saying that they were sending them images, and this guy was saying like, yeah, I'd rape them, yeah, I'd rape them, yeah, I'd rape them, up until he got to a 6-year-old. So, I mean, like, if that's true, like 100% this guy is a pedophile. I think that you can prove that he's a predator because he's admitted to plotting out the rape of a 14-year-old boy, but yeah, I mean, you got to be careful when you call someone a pedophile because, like, legality and everything. But realistically speaking, I mean,
look what's happening to your brother.
Yeah, exactly. I think realistically speaking, you could always justify calling this Lucy person a pedophile based on them having a rape video of a 10-year-old, based on them plotting out the rape of a 14-year-old, based on that, I think anybody would be comfortable calling them a pedophile. But then when you throw in on top of that, their current boyfriend has age regression, which I'm not entirely sure what that is. But like,
it explains it in the tweet longer.
Yeah. We read through it too. But I mean, like, when I say I'm not entirely sure what that is, I don't know how far that age regression goes. But Pieman's saying that, you know, they'd regress down to being a toddler, and this dude would still like manipulate them into sending them nudes. So stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, this all reads like really fucking pedophilic. I get that they're 17, I get that they're a minor, but you know, it seems like they are sexually attracted to people that are incredibly young. And by incredibly young, I mean like actual like prepubescent ages, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's where I think you could say that this person was 100% displaying pedophilic behavior. I think you could easily say that and legally be totally okay because this stuff gets to that level. So anyways, then after that, disturbingly, he kept asking me whether I want to see a video he had of a 10-year-old being. Oh, we were at that. Sorry. After asking multiple times, he sent it to the FBI and everything. As soon as I did that, I asked Lucy to delete the video off Discord, which he did. Lucy also said he used to have more photos of young children, but he deleted them out of fear. I also asked, okay, so there you go. Again, this is the pedophile stuff. I also asked Lucy that even though he was into kids as young as 7, which was the youngest he would rape, Lucy said he would rape a 12-year-old if he was guaranteed to not get caught, and that he had roped some at his school in the past. I could have exposed. Okay, so like that. These are the things where it's like, yeah, this person to me, like 100% a predator and potentially a pedophile who is displaying pedophilic tendencies. I guess is the best way of putting it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you think, Sen? Do you think that's all kosher? Think that all checks out?
I think we're having missiles dropped right now somewhere there. Keem is tweeting in real time this shit. I linked it in our Discord in case you want to take a look.
Oh my god. Yeah, we're actually going to war with Ukraine, aren't we?
Journalists had footage of projectiles above them.
Well, I'm not entirely... Okay, I'm going through our jump to present. Hold on, there we go. Okay.
Footage of cruise missile strike. Location not specified.
Wait, what do you mean you sent this in the chat? All I see is... Oh, wait, the other chat. Okay.
No, not our group chat.
Like, what the fuck?
Another group chats, no.
Okay, all right. Junos catch foot. Okay. All right, let's pull it up. Okay, real quick. I don't think there's anything more to go over this Pieman thing. I mean,
let's talk about shit that actually matters. No offense to.
No, I get it, but just my final thoughts on the thing. Lucy seems like an actual predator. Lucy seems like an actual predator who displays pedophilic tendencies. Pieman is 16 years old, is engaging with this person sexually when this stuff starts coming out. And I don't think that they are old enough mentally. Mentally, I don't think that they are prepared to be put into a situation that they were put into. And I do think that everything that they did is completely questionable. Goes way over the fucking line. Shows complete immaturity in every single aspect. I think the worst thing they did, morally speaking, outside of that is, getting nudes on their own friends. Because it's a complete violation of trust and everything else involved with it. I think that's the worst thing they did morally, because there's no defense of, oh, I was getting this as evidence against the guy. That was literally you going to this person and getting nudes on your friends to jerk off to, which seems to be before the other stuff on wanting to rape a 14-year-old and everything. So I get that, but shit, man. Holy shit. I don't think that they have anything to worry about with the FBI going after them, though. Realistically, I really don't think that they have to worry about anything there. But, yeah, this is... Fuck. Holy shit, man. Pieman, good luck. Take a fucking break from the internet for a while. It's literally all you need to do. Is just go out and enjoy life and then just come back. I don't think the stuff here is irredeemable. I don't think that this is anything that Pieman can't grow past. But taking a little bit of time to just enjoy fucking life and just getting away from the shit that you're doing here would be amazing for you as a person. And that's all I have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's happening. Ukraine says full-scale invasion by Russia is underway as explosions are reported across the country. Okay, journalists catch footage of projectile above them. Ukraine, let's fucking go.
Russia has declared war on Ukraine. As soon as the declaration... There you go. Oh, fuck, that's a missile!
There you go, there's the missile.
That's a missile! That's a fucking missile!
That was one of those
holy shit! Russia.
Well, we saw the missile, but there was no boom, so I'm not entirely sure. That may have been a dud. We're talking about the Russians. They're not exactly known for their.
Are you in denial, or are you just saying
Ukraine's
that?
Interior Ministry says there have been already hundreds of casualties.
What?
No,
Keemstar is posting this in his group.
Let me be very clear. I've already said this. I don't fucking give a shit what happens in Ukraine. Fuck all of them. Ukraine is just a fucking dictatorship, okay? And the area where the Russians are invading is an area where they all fucking speak Russian. I literally don't give a shit that they're invading Ukraine. I don't. It's one evil dictatorship going into another evil dictatorship and invading the area where they all speak the same language. Fucking hell. Why does this matter to the United States? I literally don't fucking understand. Because you're worried about the USSR coming back? Fuck it. If they come back, they come back. This means literally nothing to the United States. This means absolutely nothing to the United States. The only reason why we're going to get into war here is because Biden's failing poll numbers. Because war is a great unifier.
У мене тут дома літають ракети. Вон.
Where is it going? Right.
Полетела.
All right, so there was another footage of a cruise missile strike, location not specified. Let's see here. Ukraine says full-scale invasion by Russia is underway.
Full-scale invasion in that one region or the entire country?
No, in that one region.
Yeah, because they make the way it's worded makes it sound like it's like the entire country.
Well, that's how it is worded.
Hello?
What?
Yeah. What's up?
Someone joined.
It was me. I just left for a second.
Oh my god. Send.
God damn, Bretsky.
Real quick. Yeah.
Okay, so I've already said I don't care what happens in Ukraine. Like I get we're about to go to fucking war in Ukraine, but it's got why? Like literally why? What is so big in fucking Ukraine? I can't figure it out. I literally can't figure it out. It's got nothing to do with us. It's got literally nothing to do with us. You want to talk to me about how they're, overthrowing a democracy? They're really not. Ukraine is a fucking dictatorship. They use their fucking government powers against their political opposition. It's a fucking dictatorship. So, like, why should I fucking care that Ukraine is being invaded by a country that is also a brutal dictatorship? They're evil. Let them kill each other. I don't care. I don't. This is pointless to us. We're gonna like fucking go ahead and send U.S. soldiers into fucking Ukraine. Like what?
Well, that's what makes it not pointless to us, is because people are getting sent over there.
Well, no, I mean it's pointless to the United States in the sense that there's no reason to send troops in there, but we're gonna do it anyways. Like I hope everybody gets drafted, and I hope they all die.
Part of the isn't it part of the fucking NATO shit?
Russia was never a part of NATO.
No, doesn't Ukraine technically?
Oh no, yeah, they are.
That would make them part of NATO.
No, I think they are a part of NATO.
I mean, here's the issue with NATO: the fucking European nations don't actually pay into their own defense fund, and we're constantly subsidizing the fucking bill. So why the fuck are we paying for a defense that they don't fucking care about? Like, why the fuck should we go ahead and defend a country that doesn't actually pay into their own fucking national defense? Like, go ahead, explain it to me. Because the United States is bigger? Because, we care? We don't fucking care about any of this shit.
Honestly, I feel like in this scenario, it feels like what we're doing, we're just like we're making ourselves optically look like the better country. So I think that, like, I low-key think that most people in those other countries, like Russia...
No, right has just fucking said it here. Ukraine has huge stockpiles of resources, like stockpiles of uranium in the ground, and we can't have the Russians get that. The United States wants that. Yeah, I get it. No shit. No fucking shit.
Yeah, but, like, what I'm saying is that it seems like we're so, like, the U.S. looks so good by comparison to these people, right? To, like, China or, what's the other one? Russia. So it's like, I don't know, maybe we're, like, fucking them, we're kind of cucking them, and we're like, yo, our country's better, so, like, you switch sips and be with us. And then they're like, oh, we can't have that and shit. And they're getting mad right now. I don't know, that's how I feel it. Like, because I get what you're saying, but still, optic wise, right? If we're doing this shit,
dude, right is it's like. I mean, you can keep saying how it makes it look better. Right, just keep saying it. Highest uranium deposits in Europe, second highest oil. Oh, no wonder we're so intent on making sure Russia can't get in there. No wonder, no fucking wonder. Because of fucking oil. It's always over fucking resources. I swear to God. But like for the US to go to war there, it's bad for the United States. It absolutely is. But at a time where inflation is going crazy, at a time where the president's poll numbers are flatlining, there can be no better strategy for a failure of a president like Biden than to go to war with Ukraine. There's literally no risk. We're not going to lose that war. And he can just like pump in and keep people there for 3 years up until the fucking re-election, and then go, the war in Ukraine requires me to remain the president or else things will go unstable and your gas prices will increase. There you go. That's the fucking plug. I'm cynical as shit because it's so fucking obvious what's going on.
The Crowsome Crow. There you go.
The Crowsome Crow. Again, the problem is Ukraine has a bunch of natural resources, and because of environmental groups over here in the United States, we don't use our own natural resources, so we have to constantly pull them from other nations.
No, that's funny.
That's why we pillage. That's why we go through and we pillage the Middle East all the time, because we need the money, we need the oil, we need everything that's in the Middle East. That's why we're constantly at war in the Middle East. Why are we going to war into Ukraine? Because of the Qatar Turkey pipeline that they're trying to build, and all of you fucking Ukraine, all the fucking resources in Ukraine. There you go. So like, we're going to war over resources that we have no rights to.
Girl, what's martial law?
Martial law is essentially the government comes in and has the ability to basically go ahead and say the military is in charge now and you must obey these dictates. So like if they say everybody has a curfew at 9 o'clock, everybody has a curfew at 9 o'clock. And if you go and say, no, I'm a Canadian citizen and I don't want to be in bed at 9 o'clock, and you go ahead and go out at 9:05, the military comes in and arrests you.
Dude, check this shit out. This is from the airport.
What?
Was in the stream chat? Would you probably take him? Oh, wow.
Oh,
wow,
shit.
Look at this. Holy fuck. More war, everybody. Yay, Ukraine.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's so... Oh.
So, footage reportedly taken from the airport in Chugwev, Kharkiv. I don't even know what that is.
It's, I'm guessing it's a Ukraine place.
Yeah, I would imagine.
That's, holy shit. Did you put it up on stream?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm playing on stream.
That shit is... Look at all that smoke. Oh my god.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you set something on fire.
You know what we needed for this? We needed Jeb Bush as the president.
Why?
I think he'd cry and run into a closet and hide.
That's because he's Jeb, dude. Jeb fucking...
I know.
Dude,
That's
he's
why.
the underdog. We should have voted Jeb, okay?
Jebra Bush.
So, so 2 hours ago, just in, Putin announces in a televised speech the start of military operation against Ukraine, declares that Russia aims to demilitarize the neighboring country, calls on Ukrainian military to lay down its arms. Yeah, you fucking do it. I don't care. Like, fucking let him go to war. I just don't fucking care. This is so dumb.
I think the only reason I fucking care is because the US is gonna get involved, and then it's like fucking draft, and then
Okay, here we go.
Don't mess with Red Ski, Russia.
Marco Rubio versus Tulsi Gabbard. Let's see. This war and suffering could have easily been avoided if Biden admin / NATO had simply acknowledged Russia's legitimate security concerns regarding Ukraine's becoming a member of NATO, which would mean U.S. NATO forces right on Russia's border. Vacha, that is true. That is true. Oh, Vosh, burn in hell! Yeah, because Vosh wants to go to war in Ukraine, too.
Let's send Vosh there to fucking do a peace treaty or something. Let's send Vosh over there.
Yeah, fuck, dude. Actually, I'm in full support of this fucking war as long as the draft includes Vouch. The draft,
only Vouch.
No. The draft has to include Vouch and Hassan Piker.
No,
not Hassan.
Hassan is base. Dude. He's like,
I'm liking and retweeting this. It is true, though. It is true, right? Because if Ukraine becomes a member of NATO, U.S. forces would be put on Russia's border. This is true.
How old isn't Hassan too old for this shit though? Like, how old is he?
Oh wait, he might be too old. We can make an exception for him. He's physically fit. He's got this shit.
I mean, what's the age gap for like having somebody be drafted? Do you know?
Okay, so let me just read this from Marco Rubio. Seen this argument below in various places, and it's simply not true. A pledge that Ukraine would never join NATO was not Putin's only demand. As recently as last week, he once again demanded NATO leave every country that joined after 1997, including Bulgaria, Romania, and 12 others. Okay, all right. Marco Rubio, for a U.S. senator or former U.S. senator, is a fucking moron. Right?
He also has really long ears.
Yeah, he does. But like the point is, obviously, okay, Russia makes many demands, right? The US makes many demands. Every single nation, when they're negotiating, makes many fucking demands. One of their demands was, hey, have them pledge not to join NATO. And they said, fuck you. And Russia said, okay, wartime. And you go well, but there were many other demands that were being, the key one was that they don't join fucking NATO and the US doesn't put troops on fucking Russia's border. That was it. That's what they wanted. And we said, fuck off. And Ukraine said, fuck off. And now there's a fucking war. You piece of shit. Fucking hell, dude. I love this stuff. I really do. Well, you see, Russia made several demands. Yeah, no shit. The key one was that they don't join fucking NATO. God damn. I love this shit. Fucking denialism, I swear to God. Fucking hell, dude. I'm in love with the idea of going to war in Ukraine right now because I want everyone to get drafted and die.
It's just jolly, isn't it?
I just want everyone. I want everyone I don't like to get drafted and die. That's why I'm in support of the war.
Pieman and John Swan won't be drafted to the thingy because there's no draft in Australia apparently.
Well, yeah, unfortunately, but they should be loyalists to their nation and join the military anyways.
You know. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Well, John Swan.
Look, John Swan's channel is fucking dying. If he joins the military, he can at least say he did something useful with his life.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it won't be a good thing that he's doing, but I mean, at least he'll say he accomplished something. Yeah,
it's something, and that's all that matters at this point.
All right, so actually, that video that you showed me of the airport burning. So the AP says Russian military says it has targeted Ukrainian air bases and other military assets, but hasn't targeted populated areas. Here's more of what to know as Russia begins its military operation against Ukraine. So yeah, they're targeting the Air Force. They're targeting their ability to.
Oh, I thought they were like targeting the airport so people can't like leave. Oh, so they are like making sure people can't leave.
Well, they're saying they're targeting the air bases and other military assets. So. I mean, it would make sense.
That would make sense, but like if they're targeting the airport so people can't like come and leave, you know, that's
because also you take out the airport so that military forces from other nations can't covertly fly in operatives to Ukraine by using civilian aircrafts.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this one.
What?
Oh God, there's more.
Yeah.
What is this? Civil defense sirens are on in Kiev. Again, I don't care. I want to make it very clear for everybody. I think this war is pointless. I think this war has no benefits to anybody. I think the only reason why we're going is because Biden has failing poll numbers and because Ukraine has a bunch of resources. And again, that's no reason to go to war. That's no fucking reason to go to war. I don't care what they want to say. Well, Putin is this and that and that. You got to see the shit that the United States does before you fucking go out and whine and bitch about another dictator.
Yep. I guess you're right.
Yeah, everybody's leaving. Why would you wait so fucking long? Again, I just fucking hell. Just fucking surrender to Russia. Jesus Christ. Give Russia Crimea. This is where they're going for. Crimea, that one little fucking sliver of land. Give it to them. They earned it. They played a better fucking hand than we did. There you go. How did the left become pro-war? Because, dude... Okay. The idea that any side can ever claim to be pro-war or anti-war is ridiculous, right? There are individuals that are anti-war. There are individuals that are pro-war, right? And you'll always see the right or the left be completely in favor of going to war, even though they'll claim, yesterday that they were against it. Right? It happens all the time. Now, the left has been very anti-war in the sense that they were very anti-government for a very long time, up until the point where they held the reins of government, and then you get to see them go completely mask off and decide, yeah, war is actually a good thing. I mean, look, at the end of the day, all this is just a power game. The left claimed to be anti-war, anti-censorship, anti-this and that. Now they're in power, and what are they for? Censorship and war. Like, I mean, dude, it's just a mask off fucking moment. GG Evan, thank you for the tip. Biden is only helping Ukraine so his crackhead son has a job after he's gone. Oh, man. Well, I mean, look. God damn, that was good. GG
Don't
Evan.
remind me of that fucking sex tape, please.
Whoa.
Well, you know what's even more fucked up than the sex tape? The fucking, the diary from Joe Biden's daughter. So this is a nuts story, right? Project Veritas gets a diary, and the diary is claimed to be from Jill Biden or whatever Joe Biden's daughter is. I forget her name. And so that diary has accusations that Joe Biden raped her and molested her. on various occasions, right? Well, so Project Veritas cannot verify the diary's authenticity. So they contact, I guess they contact like the FBI offering to turn it over because, you know, they refuse to run the story because they can't get confirmation that it actually belongs to the president's daughter. So they contact the FBI willing to turn it over because there's a lot of serious shit in that diary. Well, the FBI ignores it, right? Project Veritas doesn't run the story. All of a sudden one day, the FBI shows up at like 5 a.m. to the reporters' houses and seizes the diary. Okay? So you would sit there and go like, oh, what? And I guess the reasoning for it was like, this was her diary, right? So you're like, okay, so this diary that says the president raped his daughter, okay? The FBI just went in and seized because it belongs to the president's daughter. So this whole thing with his son is much less bad than actually molesting his own daughter, which again is what the diary accuses him of. And again, the FBI went in like full fucking military to get that diary back into the president's possession. So yeah, man, like, this whole fucking thing is fucked.
Is that the takeaway from all this, Crow?
Well, I like Danny Claw. Yep, Biden has actual recorded assaults and harassments, but he isn't Trump, so it's not as bad. Like, I mean, literally.
Well, that's the thing. When you have good optics and, you know, and I think we've seen this already. We saw it with the commentary community even. It's like when you have good optics or you're like in whatever circle you may be in or whatever fucking, you know, line it is, you get certain privileges and like, oh, but this person does the same thing as this person. Oh, but
so basically favoritism.
Yeah, we can look past that. Like, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the other person.
We don't talk about that.
Shit. Yeah.
You don't talk about that.
It's just I've seen this so much already that it's like, yeah, I mean, like, that's why I think it was like such a big deal as well when Trump actually when he won, because it's like, oh, so the popular guy didn't really win, like the popular kid in the classroom, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, look, the reason why Trump won was not because
people wanted something new.
Well, I mean, there was that too, but honestly, it was because Hillary Clinton acted like a fucking idiot.
I mean, she isn't a very likable person.
Well, it wasn't just that. She had every possibility of winning, but chose not to campaign in certain areas because she wanted to have like this clean sweep victory, right? So she ignored like the blue wall, or what they called the blue wall, and Trump went and started campaigning those areas and broke through it, right? Meanwhile, she was shoring up support in areas where she didn't need it. Right? So that's why she lost. I mean, it was complete arrogance on her part. But then Trump was in office, and from before he even went into office, they were campaigning to have him removed. They had him. They had impeachment articles drawn up on Trump before he had actually been inaugurated, which is insane. So like, they were against Trump from like the very get-go beginning, and you had pretty much everyone other than Fox News running this anti-Trump shit 24/7. And a lot of unforgivable people were allowed to come onto air, and I mean, we're talking about like Michael Avenatti and shit, right? This dude is a fucking disgusting pig, and they were like, no joke, parading this man around like he could be the next Democrat presidential candidate. And he's a complete fucking scam artist. And this is the sort of shit that was being promoted because he was anti-Trump, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. I mean, Trump didn't like do himself any favors either, but let's be honest. It could have been Trump, or it could have been Romney, or it could have been literally anybody, and they would have been given that fucking treatment because they were not supposed to win, okay? And it should have been Hillary Clinton. It didn't matter that it was fucking Trump. I mean, look at the shit that comes out about Biden, right? The guy used to like literally argue for segregation. Okay, I'm not talking about, oh, you know, he was just, you know, he voted in favor of the stuff back then, yada yada. No, he literally talked about how disgusting it was that his white children would be put into racial jungles. Okay, this is Biden. Okay,
holy shit.
This is Biden. Okay, and they sat there and said, "Well, Trump is a racist because back in the '80s, all right, when every single fucking media outlet was crucifying these 5 black kids for rape when they didn't actually do it, they were just involved in beating the ever-loving shit out of people in the park and robbing them, but they didn't commit the rape." They're mad at Trump for still thinking that these men are guilty and deserve to be in prison. And I'm like, well, they don't deserve to be in prison for rape, but they do beat people up and rob them, so they should probably be in prison for that. But Trump's a racist forever for shit like that, right? Well, at the same time, Biden has literally argued for actual segregation to keep his white children safe from the dirty fucking minorities.
That's just so fucking disgusting, dude.
Yeah. Concrete jungles, Crow. Have a good night, Devin. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Concrete jungles, Crow.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean? What's going on?
So my point is, the stuff with Trump, everything that they accuse Trump of doing, they've done. And they've done so much fucking worse, right? They accuse Trump of being a racist, but then they all show up in support for Joe Biden, a guy who literally argued that his white children should not be subjected to racial jungles where they would be put in classrooms with black children. Joe Biden literally made that argument as an actual politician, right? But Trump's the evil, dirty fucking racist, okay? So you're right, optics does matter, but the optics are essentially, if you are a Republican, if you run as a Republican, you are evil, right? If you run as a Democrat, we will find every fucking excuse for your bad actions so that people think that you are a good person when you're actually a fucking piece of shit. That's the optics. And people are starting to see through it because, look at the situation you're in right now. People didn't vote for Biden because they thought Biden was this amazing fucking guy. They voted for Biden because they thought the Trump shit has been fucking crazy. Biden is a return to normalcy. Since Biden's been in office, it's gotten more divisive. The problems have only increased. Inflation is insane. And you have these same media outlets now reporting that inflation's actually a good thing. And today, I guess, they went ahead and flipped it to, well, inflation's only happening because of Ukraine. When it's been going on for
Ukraine,
a year.
Guys. It's always Ukraine.
Yeah, right? I'm still here listening, and I agree with you, Crow. It's why Senator Armstrong, screw the media.
I get what they're doing it too, because God, it's you would deflect criticism onto your what do you call it? Your opposition, or not your opposition in this case, but another party, right? Or use that as a scapegoat of sorts. I kind of get it a little bit. It's again, it's what a lot of people do, so I get it, but yeah, it's not telling us the truth, really. If that's the case, and it's not really full transparency, then I don't know, man. Strange times we're living
Pretty
in.
whack.
Russian TV with alleged shelling of journalists by Ukraine. Judge for yourself how convincing you find it.
Holy shit, what is this image?
Oh my god!
Bro, I don't think I want to show you this image.
Wait, what's the image? Send me the image.
Crow, this is bad. Okay, here. You tell me what this is, Redsky, and if this is allowed to go on YouTube.
What is it?
Okay. No. We'll see.
What is this shit? Oh my god.
Well, is it related to what we're talking about?
What?
Kind of.
Okay,
what the
alright. Just put it in the stream chat and let me see it.
I'll just show it to you.
Dude, Ricky Berwick commented on it.
Do not fucking screen share. Just fucking send it in the stream chat so I can click on it.
Send it in your DMs.
What is this? This is hilarious.
Ricky Berwick commented. It's hilarious. He's like, "Are you guys on drugs?"
Oh my god.
Fucking Ricky Berwick, dude.
What's happening right now?
Well, wait. Are we seriously accusing Russia of being Nazis?
This is the Ukraine account.
Oh god damn it.
Yes, this is the official Twitter account of Ukraine. Nice pics.
Countries posting wartime memes. Life really can't be real.
I'm done, bro. I'm done.
God damn. Okay. The reason why I bring up the fucking Hitler and Russia shit is because look, all right. Let me be clear. Was it not for Russia engaging in certain activities, the Nazis probably wouldn't have been able to rise to power the way that they did in Europe. But at the same time, were it not for Russia sending in their men to die by the thousands due to gross conditions, starvation, and many other things, Hitler would probably, have won World War II. So it's
we don't talk about that.
Yeah, it's just kind of funny to me that they're bringing up this image because I'm like, look. The Russians are bad. It's just they weren't the Nazis. But I guess everybody has to be the Nazis because the Nazis were the worst people ever. It's funny to me that they're posting this fucking meme. Like you're in fucking war right now, and you're taking to social media to post fucking memes. What the fuck? Ah, goddamn.
Ukraine's a whack place, it seems.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like I'm happy with what's happening in Ukraine right now. I hope we go to war. I hope we send in. I hope we draft everybody. I hope everybody in commentary gets drafted. I hope Vaush gets drafted, and I hope Hassan.
If I get drafted, I'm going to jail.
Yeah, you can go ahead and say that you don't want to join the Ukrainian war effort.
I'm not interested. I'm not going to fucking
It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. You might not be interested in them, but they are interested in you.
Ew.
Yeah.
Sounds like some predatory shit there.
What the fuck?
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
Let's see, if I click on breaking and go to video, let's see. Another video of cruise missile flying in Ukraine. We've seen like 5 of these so far. Video of Russian cruise missile flying to targets in Ukraine. Massive MLRs. Huh?
Keemstar's really passionate about this, don't you think?
What's he passionate about? This Ukrainian
thing? He's like, your tweets of thoughts and prayers are not helping the situation. This is not about you. I'm so annoyed at these other influencers on my timeline. Give an actual real opinion on the situation. Stop being a fucking PR bot.
Oh.
Keemstar is passionate.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, look, let's be very clear.
Team care.
Nobody fucking cares. Nobody gives a
Team
shit.
does.
I'm done with this shit where they're like, oh, thoughts and prayers for the people of Ukraine through this
Thoughts and opinion.
Do you want to give thoughts and prayers to every other conflict zone that is currently active right now? No, you don't even think about it. You're thinking about this shit because someone's pumping it into your face and telling you, care. I don't fucking care anymore. I hope they all die. Bro, like I'm watching this right now, right? Oh no, look at them. The gas stations are full. Oh my gosh, everybody's trying to leave. You've known this shit was happening for months. And now you're like, okay, now time to get into the fucking car and go. I don't give a shit. Like, fuck you people. No, Crow's not being sympathetic to the people of Ukraine. Yeah, no shit. No shit.
Goddamn Crow.
No shit. It's got nothing to do with us. It's got nothing at all to do with us.
Even my friend who's like not fucking like, what do you call it, anti-Biden, and he's like trying to like, because I have many friends, you know. I also keep some friends on the left a little bit too. I know, shocking. Even he said just now, I'm not sure Biden has played his cards right.
But this,
I don't think anyone who's sane thinks that, dude.
No, I completely disagree with both of you. I think that this is the most logical play for Biden right now. War, okay, you guys might not get this, but war is a good thing for a failing president because during a wartime, people don't want to change leaders.
Oh, dude, is that why, like, you think, I remember seeing something about this. I think it might have been a video or something, but they were trying to theorize how Bush made it through his bullshit, right? Through that whole thing, right? During that time.
It was the Iraq War.
Yeah, they were like, this was actually a really good thing for Bush right? And Bush got like a lot of fucking people and rallied them behind him and shit. And I was like,
Well, I mean, Whoopi Goldberg made an inappropriate joke about Bush, to my understanding, and like was canceled for it. And she did it around the fucking around the 9/11 stuff, right? But my point is, like, yeah, Bush was a fucking joke, right? Bush was a shit-stained joke when he was put into office. And it was so bad because of the shit that happened in Florida and his brother being governor in Florida. People treated him like he was illegitimate too, right? But then the war happened, and everybody, because of the 9/11 attacks, were all in on being on Bush's team and being on his side, and they all signed on for war except for a couple of people, one of which was actually Bernie Sanders, right? And that war was completely...
Bernie Sanders!
Yeah, and that war was
Bernie
completely...
Sanders!
that war was completely illegitimate. But...
Did you know I was on the cause of Judgment? Nice, he's a pretty good guy.
The UK and our allies will respond decisively. Breaking 911.
I don't give a shit. I just don't fucking give a shit.
Bro, it's the war.
Yeah, it's the most ridiculous war I've ever fucking seen for the most ridiculous reasons I've ever fucking seen. There you go. That's the war.
Hey, guys, I heard there's a video about Repzilla dropping tomorrow.
Oh, is your video on Rep dropping tomorrow?
Yeah, it's almost done uploading to YouTube.
It's tomorrow?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's fast. Cool.
Oh shit! Wait, how long is the video?
It's almost 2 hours. It's a minute. It's an hour and 45 minutes.
Oh my fucking god!
It's not called the Repzilla conclusion for no reason, dude. I also have a Google Drive dropping with it too.
I mean, we might review it on Friday, but like an hour and 45 minutes.
You don't have to watch the whole thing. I'm gonna put chapters in it so you'll be okay.
Or you can be here and tell us what the important parts are.
Yeah, actually, just on Friday.
Actually, because there's a lot of it is like rehashing like the video, but then there's like some new shit that I have.
Okay.
I had an interview with someone over Instagram who had contacted him about a video he had where he made some insensitive comments about her friend.
What insensitive comments did they make?
Sneak peek, essentially he basically compared a girl being brutally raped to like the trauma that she suffered from being brutally raped to the trauma that he suffered from his brain injury and started making it about himself.
Oh my god!
Dude, it's fucked up. I have the entire
clip. God, no way.
Dude, no. Yeah, no, and literally I had an interview with this girl and she's like, I told him multiple times to take the video down. You'll see it. I'll tell you guys about it.
Oh, dude, that's actually really bad.
Dude, it is fucked up. I have the messages. She messaged him this year. She messaged him a year ago. She's like been trying to and he promised to keep in contact with her, which is the fuck thing too. I have all the fucking messages. And that's just one of like the other things, dude.
That's
like he tried weaponizing Leafy Green. Yeah, but I'm just kidding. Yeah. Watch the video when it comes out.
God damn. God fucking damn. Okay, so this entire thing here, like I'm just watching these fucking videos. I'm like, yeah, there's war going on. I maybe I'm desensitized to it to the point where I just don't give a shit because, you know, I've watched what the United States has done to the Middle East for like decades.
Dude, the Middle East, like those people have suffered way too much.
I'm just like, here's my problem. Whenever we go to war anywhere in the Middle East, it happens just like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
It happens just like this. And then we're there and we never leave and there's no reason for us to be there. And we're literally just in there stripping the resources out of the land so that we can just take off and leave them all completely fucked and destitute. So like we're going into Ukraine and obviously we're probably not going to do that bad in Ukraine, but there's no purpose for us to be there. Okay, there really isn't. I understand it's not a good situation for the people that are in Ukraine. And yeah, look, if I'm not going to be a complete asshole, I can say, yeah, it sucks for the people that are there, but that's your nation, right? Russia is your neighbor. Work it out. Figure it the fuck out, right? Ukraine wanted to pull this big dick energy and basically refuse not to sign up with NATO, right? And that was the big problem, because everybody fucking knows if they're signed up with NATO, US troops will be right on Russia's border. And Russia is not going to fucking tolerate that. But Ukraine had the big dick energy because they had promises from Biden. And now we're here. And now we're fucking here.
So wait, you could say Russia just matched that same energy.
Essentially, yeah, dude, literally, that's what happened. Okay, and you know, you have these fucking jackasses like Marco Rubio going, well, Russia made so many demands and they were completely ridiculous. Like, yeah, no shit, dipshit. They made a bunch of ridiculous demands. And there was one demand on there that was key to this entire situation. And Ukraine said, fuck off. And now we have war. And now you have fucking war. Ukraine knew what was going on. Ukraine knew that if they told Russia to fuck off, that they were not going to... No. I think their exact thing was something of the nature of, we won't promise not to join NATO. We're not saying that we will join NATO. We're just going to promise that we will not promise to not join it. It's like, fucking hell, dude. Like... Had they just said that they will sign an agreement with Russia to not sign up with NATO, none of this would be happening right now, because Russia would not have to have any concerns about US troops being put directly on their fucking border. That's all this is about. That's literally all this is about. And now Russia has every reason to go to war with Ukraine because there was the threat of US troops being put on their fucking border. You don't like it? I don't give a shit. That's what's going on here. And fucking retards like fucking Vaush coming out and going like, oh my goodness, how dare you, Tulsi Gabbard, to say that we shouldn't go to war with Ukraine. Dude, Vaush has been consistently wrong on literally everything which relates to the Biden presidency, like from day fucking one. He just plays the optics game. And when he fucking gets something wrong, or when he's like trying to handle a tough situation, he constantly brings up the fucking optics of it. Because optics matter to Fausch more than anything else. And right now, it is optically good to be in support of the war with Ukraine. So the little bitch is going to fucking go out there and go like, oh, well, you know, optically speaking, fucking piece of shit.
Jesus, Crow.
I'm just so fucking done with this stuff.
Oh, son, did you hear when he ranted about Ukraine earlier when I brought it up for the first time on the stream?
What? No, I didn't.
You were to the chat. Dude, Crow and like mask off. Oh my god.
Yeah, I caught like I heard it and I'm like, whoa, Crow Crow just say that he wishes everybody in Ukraine died? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, he definitely said that.
Oh, dude, I'm just done with this shit. Look, man, I'm Middle Eastern.
Okay? Crow. The thing is, there's hot chicks in Ukraine. There's hot chicks in Ukraine. You can't let them go.
I don't give a shit. 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 You guys, you have to understand. I'm Arab, okay?
Ladies, if you are moderately good looking, you can evacuate to my place, and
yeah. If you're semi-attractive, then you can go to Redsky. If you're mostly attractive, you can go to Sen.
Oh dear God!
Just flip that around,
dude. Sen's always gonna leave me with the sloppy seconds.
No. You'll get the grenades, buddy. You'll get all of Sen's grenades. But look,
suicide bomb mission, yeah.
But look, I'm being serious though. Every time I've seen shit like this happen in the Middle East, we go in, we fuck everything up, we make it so much worse, we strip out the resources, and we bail. Or we leave troops there and we refuse to leave, and we never do anything productive. So I'm looking at what's happening in Ukraine, and I'm just like, fuck it. If we go in there, we're just going to make the situation worse. So, like, I'm done with this shit. I'm done with this faux fucking concern. I don't want pretending like the United States ever gets involved anywhere without its own interest being the top priority. Nobody gives a shit about Ukraine. Nobody gives a shit about Ukraine. You know, I can tell nobody gives a shit about Ukraine because nobody even understands what fucking Ukraine is. It's a literal fucking dictatorship. Like, I don't give a shit. Fuck Ukraine. I mean, okay, GG Evan, thank you for the tip. We only invade lands to turn the natives into gas station attendants.
Oh my god.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
I love GG Evan so much, dude.
He's not wrong.
He's like oh my god. GG, when I start streaming, I should get some based super chats too. That would be pretty. Damn, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
dude,
funny.
don't get me wrong. Like, I think there are many nations that I think that we should be talking about the potential for war with, and like primarily it's China. Beyond that, like I'm sitting there going, like, we're all getting like all huffy and puffy over fucking tiny ass little sliver of land in Ukraine, where they all speak fucking Russian. I'm like, I just, you're never gonna like.
One thing
make
that's
me
concerning though is isn't Russia like an ally of China?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But you think I fucking care? Like, I don't give a shit. Like, and again, like, I don't think Russia and China are that close of allies, because at the end of the day, you know, Russia has its own interests in mind in the area, and so does China.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so again,
they're all out to get us.
Look, you're never gonna get me to this point where I see Russia as a serious threat to the United States. It's ridiculous for people to actually pretend that that's a thing. Like, it's absolutely fucking ridiculous for people to pretend like Russia is a serious threat to the United States. It really is not. It absolutely is not. And you know what's hilarious? The whole thing that happened with Trump, apparently, the reason why they started opening up all these investigations into him was because his own people that he was bringing on were like, Russia's not a serious threat, China is. And they said, oh my gosh, they must be threats to the nation then. That's what started this insane fucking conspiracy theories against Trump and fucking Russia, was because Trump said Russia isn't a real threat, China is. And I completely agree with that sentiment. I completely agree with that sentiment. China is the actual threat. Russia's a fucking joke. Russia's a clown show. Yeah. Well, it doesn't, and it's actually like not. It's not even all that surprising to me that right now you have fucking how do you say it? Right now that you have this war going on in Ukraine, because they've wanted to go to war with Russia for the longest time. I mean, even fucking Hillary Clinton, right? When she was Secretary of State for Obama, she did that. Oh, we're gonna push this button and we're gonna reset relations with Russia, and then she does that little fucking stupid little button thing, and I think it was like a couple months later, Russia was right back to warmongering and shit, and so. Clinton, when she's running for president, goes out and makes the statements about how, yeah, we're probably gonna have to go to war with Russia. It's like, okay,
that's assuring.
Well, I mean, look, I mean, Clinton probably more than any other Democrat at that point was like, we need to go to war with Russia, and had nothing to do with the actual reasons for it, like, you know, the pipeline or anything. It was literally just about them snubbing her and making her look like a bitch. I mean, okay, let's be real. Let's be real. We would have been in war with Russia much sooner if Hillary Clinton had won the election, because Russia snubbed her, and she is a petty bitch. Okay, so we got one more topic to talk about tonight, because I don't want to keep, like, I don't know how many more videos you want me to like pull up this shit and have me go like, I don't care.
No, we just like, look at that missile. Oh, look at that missile. Oh, look at that missile. It's like James Woods from Family Guy when they like put him in that trap. They like lay the Reese's Pieces on the ground. It's like, oh, piece of candy. Oh, piece of candy. It's kind of like that. Dude, that's literally Russians every day.
Yeah.
Bomb. Ooh, landmine. Ooh, landmine. Look out.
Yeah. Okay. Here. Let me help you out. Ukrainia. What the fuck is that? Let's see. I don't know. There we go. Ukraine. Here we go. As an Arab, I can promise that the U.S. getting involved in Ukraine is just about resources, and you're all stupid for supporting it.
Watch that tweet get like flagged down or something. They'll be like, no! You lie!
Right? Like, holy
you
shit.
lie, Sandman! You lie!
Wait, that's my final statements on this entire thing. Okay, let's talk about the mystery subject for tonight. Where the GoFundMe money TA talk featuring Saggy Melt. So I guess this is
and are you here for this?
I think that he wants to be here for this, but he's not in the Discord anymore, so unfortunately. Unfortunately, he will not be
probably
here.
going at it with a Ukrainian who just came to his house.
Yeah, right? Like, I need support. I heard you would take me in as long as my sister was slightly attractive.
He's like,
no,
you
that's
and
Redsky. That's Redsky. Redsky gets the slightly attractive ones.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so we've talked about this a little bit. My brother had GoFundMe money raised for him to seek legal counsel for his situation with Preston Poulter. The money, nobody knows what happened to it. There was never any legal counsel hired. Nobody was ever contacted. I guess my brother denied working with EVS, which would have been the smart thing to do in their response to the lawsuit, and has since roped himself into some serious shit. Now, I think what's interesting here is during this video, I guess they redeemed Spectre and basically claimed that...
oh, no. Are you serious?
Well, in the sense that Dean basically, I guess, accepts all responsibility for responding to the lawsuit in the way that he had, and that Spectre wasn't really part of it. Fuck.
That's
Dude,
why
I would just not even like fuck, dude. This is like some fuck shit, dude. This is some like stupid fuck shit. It's like, who sent you this, by the way?
Huh?
Who sent you this? Was it like who was it?
I thought
like,
you sent it. I thought you sent it. Yeah.
No, somebody sent it to Aura.
Oh, then it's probably Aura that sent it.
Okay. Yeah, because this is so fucking retarded. Like, it's like basically the TLDR bit is that they don't really grill your brother. They just kind of like let him get off with like, they're like, oh, so where did the money go? And he's like, and then they're like, oh, so do you have proof? And he's like, no. And he's like, you need to show it. And then he's like, no. And then that's how the fucking thing goes. And they're like, okay, fine. And then like me and Aura are thinking, why the fuck do you just let it go like that? Like, it's like, do you not want to see the proof of somebody that's been proven to lie a bunch? But like, who cares? Like, I'm guessing it's just like content at the end.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. You're talking about a YouTuber who's got like 443 subs. We're not talking about someone who's like seriously, like a serious interview or anything. They probably don't even know the questions to ask, right? But like,
yeah, it's probably just content then.
It's
probably just the gist of it, I guess.
I mean, let's be real though. I mean, if you watch this video,
they keep dragging in what's her face, Ray. I mean, Saggy Melons or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's funny though, because I can tell she probably doesn't want to be around them as much as but it's kind of her fault because. I mean, I think that she was the one that helped out set the GoFundMe, right? Or something?
She was the one that set it up, and like again,
that's probably why
that's wonderful.
Well, that's why she is going to be roped into this shit forever, because she was a part of setting up that GoFundMe. I mean, no, it's not good. And look, I mean, I'll be real, right? Her involvement in this is very minuscule, like 100% super minuscule. And if I'm gonna be like really charitable to Ray, because I think the Saggy Melons name is ridiculous and you should really
it's disgusting, dude.
Yeah,
whenever I hear Saggy Melons, I think of some old hag whose tits are like hanging like
I know, right?
below her chest.
So look,
my god,
I honestly think like Ray is just like one of those online groupie type of people, and I think that she thought that she was doing a good thing because Preston Poulter is a jackass, right? And the lawsuit is bullshit. So I think that she thought that she was doing a decent thing by trying to help out with a small GoFundMe to raise a little bit of money to help Dean, right? I don't think that she is like some sort of malicious scam artist type of person. But the problem is the GoFundMe money is now missing, right? There's no explanation for where it went, right? No legal counsel was ever hired, which is revealed in this video, right? Which, I mean, I think everybody already kind of knew. I mean, let's be honest. But at the end of the day, you're in the situation now where the money has apparently been in his possession the entire time, and they still haven't hired legal counsel. Or like, thought to even, again, like in California, you can like sign up with Legal Shield. It's like $15 and you can do that. And at the very least, get a lawyer that you can talk to. Right.
And Crow, these are retards we're talking about.
But I mean, like, not even, I get that. I get it. I'm just being like, not even that was done. Not even that basic level of fucking thinking was done. And like, even to this day, they still haven't just like done the fucking legal shield service. And like, again, I get that it's not like the be all end all in terms of hiring a lawyer, but it's at least something. It's at least something that you can do to at least like get some sort of help. And they haven't even done that. So I have to look at it and go like, well, you're kind of completely fucked right now. And I think that that fucking that you have put yourself in is completely justified. I mean, you set this up on yourself. Now, in terms of Ray, I don't think Ray.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah, right. I don't think Ray again is a scam artist or anything. I don't think Ray is intending to be involved in this shit the way that she is involved in it now. But unfortunately, when you try to help somebody out, no good deed goes unpunished. If this guy is a bad person and you tried to help him, well, now you're an associate of his. If you tried to help out a scam artist and you weren't the scammer, but the scam artist scam people using you, then you're roped into it too. So again, apparently he's had the money in his possession in like somewhere, and only now, after already putting out an official response to the lawsuit, only now is he going to get an attorney, and it's going to cost him an arm and a leg, and it's ridiculous. He should just, like, again, legal shield. It's like it's like $15 a month. It's very basic, but it at least gives you something to work with. I have no clue why he doesn't do the most basic things that you should be doing right now. But yeah, no, this video is fucking hilarious. It's 8 minutes of Dean essentially just saying that he didn't scam anybody. He still has all the money. He doesn't have any proof of anything. Just trust him, bro.
Oh god, I hate the trust me bro thing.
Yeah. And I actually feel bad for Ray in the sense that I think that she got roped into this shit and had no fucking clue how fucking bad it was going to be.
Yeah, well, that sometimes happens, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, anyways, I don't really have too much more to go over for tonight. It actually went on for 3 hours, and I didn't think it was going to go that long.
God,
but...
dude, you said it was like a short stream, and I'm like, god damn, we're just like sitting here talking about like Russia, then pedophiles, then Russia and Ukraine, then more pedophiles, and then your brother, and then...
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. I was planning on saving this for like the very end, right? Just so you talk about it for a few minutes, but...
Yeah, well, we did that.
The Ukraine stuff, like, I was not expecting to go into that stuff tonight, but like,
goes deep. Yeah, no, it's pretty crazy.
Well, I mean, look, at the end of the day, what my stance is on it. And if people think I'm being heartless, you got to understand, it's not that I actually want everyone to die.
No. You're being Crow.
Yeah, it's more or less like. Again, I'm Arab. I've seen what happens every single time the U.S. gets involved in a situation like this, and it's all about getting resources for the United States. It's got nothing to do with the people there, right? They don't actually give a shit about what happens with Russia. They just want to strip the land of resources and move on. Having another ally there, being able to push further into Russia would all be good for the United States. It's just wrong. It's just fucking wrong. There's no justification for our involvement there whatsoever. I get Russia are bad people, but so are Ukrainians. So there you go. There you go.
Everybody's a terrible person at the end of the day, Crow.
Everybody is. Like, look, every single time we get involved, even in the Middle East, we go and start, supporting rebels. Like, do you know how many times the rebels actually turn out to be worse than the people that were, like, defending them?
Well, the U.S. trained Osama bin Laden.
I know. This is the thing, right? Like, we constantly side with the bad guys, right? And the reason why is because usually they're two bad guys fighting each other. We just pick the guy that can benefit us the most. It doesn't matter if he's worse. We go ahead and side with him as long as we can benefit from it.
We try to justify it, you mean?
Yeah, like...
It's... Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, man. Wingless Shikami, please don't forget the Patreon DM. I'm actually going to send out a new one today for everybody with a new link for everybody to access the Discord. And then I want you to respond to the guys. If you're on the Patreon, respond to me on Discord after joining and I can give you access to any of the ranks that you need. Okay, I just need you to do that after you join on tonight, because there are plenty of times where people don't DM me anything, and the thing is, you guys don't all use the same names on Patreon that you use on Discord, so I have no way of knowing who I'm even talking to half the time. So it's like, I want to make sure you guys get everything. Just make sure you DM me on Discord after you join from Patreon. Okay, it's the most basic thing to do. But I'll go ahead and get that done. I'll put out a new DM tonight for everybody who joined, because we had some new members on our Patreon recently, and I want to make sure we get them all an invite. Actually, let me do this real quick before we end the stream. Give me just a couple seconds.
While we're talking about the Patreon, how's that comic book coming?
Oh, dude, I need to get the new concept art from Kat. She was a little bit sick recently.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But I'm going to contact her because I need to go over a couple new things with her.
Okay.
But next month, so starting in March, we'll have some new things to post for you guys. I know she sent me some of the details for the... Okay, let me just...
Not to get you sidetracked or anything, but I know that's one of the perks of the Patreon.
Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, here we go. So I normally try not to show the pledges or anything, but it's just easier for me to read directly from the Patreon page, so we'll get that pulled up. Okay, so I want to thank all of our Patreon members for joining up and supporting us while we're currently demonetized on YouTube. It has been extremely, extremely great to see you guys doing that for us. Special thanks to John, Tyrantor JND, Bat Wild, Mr. Lambo, Wingless Shikami, Nazan, Samantha Potter, Devin, Demon King Drago, Quentin the Rock, Gigi Evan, The Appalachian Prince, Kiki Don, Dreamseeker EX, Nexus, Casual Observer, Zombie Fox, Turtle, Dagger, Ali, Katie, Chris Anonymous, Maria, and Brother Nero. You guys are all awesome. We really appreciate the continued support from y'all. And for everyone who sent us tips tonight, again, super appreciated. The tips are really helpful too, because nobody gets that money except for us, right? YouTube doesn't get
no
a dime of
YouTube
it.
Interference.
Not a single thing from YouTube.
Thank the Lord.
Yes. Okay, so I believe I have it set up properly to end the broadcast. Let me click on the button. I need to rejoin the funding. Doing it now. Danny Claw, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Let's see.